fuck the cats, dude. It's all about the fans. All right. Fucking, this is Carbon 2185. It's 9 o'clock Eastern. The date is June 20th. Take it away.
We have an end game date. Do we have an end game date? Like,
No.
what day is it end game?
I mean, I'm sure we do. I just don't know what it is.
Okay.
I would have to think about it.
We should definitely ask the first NPC we come across.
Yeah.
And every other one until we get an answer.
Hold on.
Session 35, the quest for the date.
I've always been the one keeping track of the calendars.
Sir, do you know what day it is? Terrorists.
I've always been the one keeping track of the calendar worlds apart, so I was just a little curious if we had one in Antonia, so.
All right, so let's pull this up over here. Hold on, I gotta separate these.
In the immortal words of Dr. Dexter Holland, you gotta keep them separated.
True, he is a doctor.
He is. He's actually smart as fuck.
Okay, so yeah, after last session, the group had essentially 2 sessions ago, actually, they were debriefed with a mission of heading to Houston Dynamics to the research facility so that they could confront or assess or dig through some of the information that had been hijacked from the legacy or stolen by means of hacking. And they knew that the person responsible was Thomas Holden, the CEO of Houston Dynamics, who the older term, the longer term legacy members, the leaders of the legacy, have some history with based on previous work, yada yada. Anyways, the last session, they were in the middle of doing so. They had entered the facility, the research facility, while the company was having a large shareholder meeting that happens quarterly, and the facility was mostly vacated. However, they did meet, at least in the lobby, some resistance, as there was some kind of security measures left behind. 2 people were guarding the facility. Combat broke out, and after Knives preemptively shot one of them, combat ensued, and they were able to defeat them. They then progressed through the elevator that leads to Thomas Holden's mansion that's built on top of the research facility. And as they got up to that floor, they realized that there was what looked like a disarmed or disabled kind of older technology synth that was essentially parked at the edge of a grand piano that was in the center of the lobby, or the first floor of Holden's mansion. 9 and Kotomo had some dialogue back and forth about the dangers and checking out the surrounds of this facility. And 9 did tell them that they need to be careful around the bot. It looked like it had been reconfigured to detonate. One thing led to another, and Knives ended up critically failing a stealth roll and triggering the detonation of this synth. Fortunately, a good reflex roll. I think just average damage rolls, and he was able to survive. Nobody else was nearby, so he took the explosion solo. And once they had managed to make it past that, it was smooth sailing onto the area of the house that they were focused in. Upon entering the laboratory facility, they were immediately met by 2 assailants who quickly initiated combat with them. And through a long-fought battle where briefly Holden would holographically appear in the center of the room to try to persuade them to, lay down your arms, let me pay you, forfeit 9, we'll go our separate ways. You never have to go back to the legacy, and you can live your lives however you'd like. He offered that a couple of different times throughout the course of the combat. The team, conversing with one another at times, pretty much unanimously disagreed with his offer and continued the fight. It was a little choppy here and there. I think Knives got downed once. But all in all, due to some good rolls on the side of the team and some bad rolls on the side of the enemies, they did manage to persevere. I believe we left the session right after they had defeated these enemies, investigated their bodies, found what appeared to be serial numbers or barcodes imprinted on their chests to indicate that they were, some kind of project of Houston Dynamics as a whole. And I believe that is where we left the session. Now, before you guys do anything, Thomas Holden is going to reappear in the center of the facility.
Look him off immediately.
Okay. Knives shoots him the bird from behind the pillar, standing over the corpse of one of the protectors of his laboratory he had left behind. He still has a smile on his face. His demeanor seems, relatively unchanged as he looks to you all. And he says, well done, well done. I see that, the fear of losing in combat might not be as beneficial of a persuasive point now. It seems that you guys are more than capable of handling this yourself. However, and he puts his hands together, he kind of sighs, and he looks to all of you and he says, there are things you don't know about what you're currently dealing with. The legacy, me, we're not enemies. We have different ideas for the same or similar goals, and you wouldn't be betraying them or betraying Nine. You would simply be handing her over to a more capable individual. Now, I will step up my offer. This is the last offer I'm going to be able to give you. I will extend my offer to 1 billion Wanlongs apiece. And, free of charge, I will offer each of you a ticket off planet. You can stay on Mars, escape the Legacy's grasp. Fear nothing. Take your family with you if you'd like. I know you had unanimously agreed to decline my offer in the past, but think of it. You're offering up so little for what could be a completely different rest of your lives. All the tools, all the money you need, you'll have.
Hey, what's going on, Akai? Enjoy
Everyone's
your
going
lurk.
to
Go ahead.
step up
Hopefully you
here.
have a
Everyone's
terrific,
gonna step
terrific
up
night.
here and just hold
Thank
the
you for
stand
hanging
out.
out with us.
Like so.
Enjoy the stream.
And simply speak up for, just interjecting, saying, what exactly do you think we need to fear from the Legacy that we shouldn't fear from you?
As well.
And look, I'll be honest, I'm in that same boat. As far as I know, you've just gone full corporo. You're gonna want to get through to me. You're gonna have to convince me other than that. I don't like the fuckers in charge. You seem like one of them. So what are you actually doing?
What exactly is it that the Legacy, that you think that the Legacy is up to, that we need to be free of their grasp? We're doing this of our own choice. They have no hold over us.
Okay.
But
Well.
so why do you think we need to fear the Legacy?
Well, that is.
Daggeron, for perspective on Palmer, Daggeron's always, the rest of the party's seen it. Daggeron's always just been a little skeptic of what the things the Legacy's seen. He's just trying to get some information of Tom Holden at this point.
Okay. Well, I assure you that you don't need me to explain that, they've sent you on what look like to be increasingly difficult missions. Your lives are at risk. I'm simply giving you the opportunity to stop having to work for your wages. I give you your payday. You say goodbye to any kind of job in the future, and you live retirement, whether it be here or off-world or, Tokyo. I don't mind. And to your point, I am
know
a
exactly you know about me. I like my job as a bartender. This isn't my job. This is just something I do on my downtime. So
If I was unemployed, I wouldn't know what the
Yeah,
fuck
they
to do with
definitely got
myself.
to pick it up. They got to pick it up down by 2.
I understand if you decline. That's okay. we will have to, unfortunately.
All right, schedule for the
see
week
what
is
we can
done.
do about acquiring 9 or, simply having the same line of communication that you were all offered.
I don't
Maybe other
think
ways.
you answered my question though.
He didn't. He's probably not going to.
As you guys, kind of say this between each other and direct it at him, he kind of, lowers his head and kind of laughs to himself a little and says, I assure you, it's not my place to tell you what the legacy is, what the legacy's done, or why our paths eventually differentiated. My offer still stands, but as you know, I am a very busy man, so I cannot stay for forever, but we'll be in touch, whether you know it or not.
Dagger on side glancing. Dagger on side kind of side glancing at Skippy. What's he looking like right now? Like, what's the expression on his
I'm gonna
face?
say to Holden, you better hope we don't find your porn stash, dude. I bet you go into some creepy shit.
He, as you guys all say this,
Thomas
to him,
Holden D's nuts.
kind of dodges your answers, kind of letting you know that he's just gonna have to try again later. His hologram kind of slowly dissipates from view, and you guys are once again left in now an eerily silent laboratory. All of the machinery around you is not currently moving. You do have these large cylindrical pods that are near you, seem to be filled with a gel of sorts. Nothing inside them. Good.
After Holden just leaves, Dagron's just gonna drop to his knees and just, oh, that was a lot.
Yeah. Joke's on him. We probably couldn't even give 9 if we wanted to.
Well, as you guys look around the room, you can see, what it looks like on the map here. Very simple. This machine over here looks to be what would be a synth construction machine. Kotomo, at least, would be very familiar with it. It's when a synth is damaged or undergoing large, significant maintenance, they will simply lay in that as if it was like a CAT scan. It'll suck them in. The machine will, it'll close with them inside, and the machine will just go to town on repairing or augmenting or modifying or what have you. Inside this area here is what looks to be a completely empty room, but a compression chamber. You can tell that it's a room meant for sterilization, or a sterile environment rather. And then, as you guys noticed previously, you have what look to be like different types of herbs in these enclosed greenhouse pods here. But otherwise, the room is silent. There is up in the left corner some computers built into the wall, large screens that seem to be showing the operations of what are taking place on the table and in the machine in the top right corner. But other than that, the floor is yours. You guys are able to move about the cabin as you will.
Hey Palmer, does that mono edge katana have any special stats on it? I remember I grabbed it at the end of the last session.
No, it's just 1d8 slashing.
Alright, I need to check and see if that's something in my questions.
Hey Hans,
What's up?
Thomas Holden D's nuts.
Did you spend that entire thing trying to come up with a good Holden joke? Because I did too.
Yeah, yeah, that guy was a dick. A billion won
was-
would be sweet though.
I was really just waiting for anyone to say
that.
anything I could respond to
I
with,
would never-
well, you gotta know William Holden, or whatever. Thomas,
What the-
whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fly over here and then just kind of, tuck
Holy
my
shit, I
wings
think the
away.
joke is down.
Yeah, I tuck my wings away and land.
Yeah, it looks like you investigators would be able to use mono edge katana. It's
Okay.
considered melee.
Alright, I wasn't sure. Alright, I'm gonna add that to my arsenal. It's not something I need to take to like a black market to get like printed or
No,
something,
no,
right?
it is melee weapons are non-bio locked.
Okay.
I
Any
can't
special
swing this
markings on
sword.
it or
It's not
anything?
registered to me.
Any special markings on it or anything?
No, it looks pretty standard. What you can purchase from a store. You guys would just with your familiarity of weapon shops have probably seen them on shelves or available
Okay.
in the past.
I'll put this in place of my shotgun.
Thank you. there any force? Sorry. Okay, so you guys, yeah, with that, you are, left in the room. You guys have investigated the bodies. The table in front of you is where the hologram appeared. It looks to be like old scraps from a previous, operation on some kind of mech or synth or what have you.
Spoils of war. I don't know what you call that. Do those have finesse? They do. Oh, and they ignore resistances.
Yes.
Awesome.
They're good, but you want to be in melee with your build.
Yeah, and they're also only 1d8 damage, but they do add,
I can use
proficiency.
my dexterity modifier for the damage.
Yes, you can.
All right, sorry, I was getting my spaghetti.
Mom
Okay,
spaghetti.
With that, if you guys have anything you were curious at looking at while you're in the room, otherwise we can exit the facility and head back to base if you'd like.
Wait, is this the room that Nines just told us about?
Oh, time out. Do we even get the information? We never got the information. What information? We were here to get information, and we haven't got shit yet.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what
What do
you're
you
talking
mean if we're going back to base? We haven't found shit.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe you wanted to
You
go back
read
and
about
they'd be
the
like,
mission and just like, yo, you guys want to leave now?
yeah,
guys
you go
fuck?
back and they'd be like, the fuck?
Can I,
Ah, shit! I knew we forgot something. Christ.
Can I you said there's computers over here, right, Bomber? They're not white. They don't look like they're
Sure,
white,
there's
right?
computers.
Right?
The problem is scrambling.
You would have
That-
to. No, I have it already. If you guys went back, I was gonna
But
make you guys come back again. I was gonna make the girls be like, dude, the fuck? You're useless. And then when you came back, the meeting would be over and everybody would be here. Then it would have been a real nightmare.
Okay,
But alas, you can roll me a.
Just looking at it, does it look like everything is like nothing's getting wiped or anything like that?
You wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at it. You can roll if you want to actually like, do some computing on it to see if you can figure something like that out. You can roll a computing check.
Okay. 20.
Yeah, as you thumb through and you mess with the screens that are in front of you, you notice that it looks to be like it was, left as if somebody was going to return to it. It doesn't look like it was, implemented with any kind of protective measures or anything. It seems like the most recent operation and other operations that the machinery in here has done in the recent history is still available and logged and able to be looked through.
Anything on the screen that looked like it might be would sensitive information be the right word here?
Not that you can discern immediately, just from the programs and the checks that you've run so far.
Okay. What I need to roll for that?
You can try to roll a if you're attempting to dig in to find sensitive information, you can roll a hacking.
Hacking. Can I call Kotomo over here and ask for assistance?
No, not on hacking, but if you fail, she could obviously do it with a higher likelihood.
Fair enough. I'll give it a shot. That's a 13.
Okay. So you dabble with it a little bit. You can't seem to unearth anything that immediately jumps out at you as sensitive information or anything that points to or mentions the legacy or recent jobs. The more and more you play with it, it seems just like a console for implementing commands during the machinery operation that takes place on the table and in the pod.
Hey Kotomo, you think you could do a little work on over here?
Yeah.
I'll take a step back and let you do your magic.
Don't sound too sad.
I did just get stabbed pretty good, so I'd
was
like
down.
to get
By the way-
get this done and get out as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Kotomo, by the way, you look fucking sick with those wings.
Wings are a girl's best friend. Let me remember what my is. +5. How does a 19 do for us?
Okay. Let me see. 19. Sorry, I gotta open the paper with the DCs on them. You said, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't be able to assist her and give her advantage, would I?
Nah, not on hacking. Yeah, so a 19, as you dig, you more or less insert a line into the actual console itself to, just based on your hacking capabilities. You dig through it, and you do start to unearth what looks to be significantly encrypted material. You're not able to tell what is, what that material is comprised of. Simply that, there's a good chunk of data that seems to be significantly more encrypted than the rest of the standard material that's on this console that would be otherwise used to, do work on synths in a laboratory fashion.
By the way, Palmer, your camera's off. I'm not sure if that's intentional.
Yeah, I'm just eating spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti. Buddy keeps on forgetting Mom spaghetti. It's ready.
Should we put that on a thumb drive and just take it back to Legacy and try to decrypt it there, or?
Get out of here. That's what we want, right? I don't think there's anything else. I mean, that's our best we're gonna get.
But that's the thing. We don't know if that's what we need.
I don't think we will. It's encrypted. I don't think we'll ever know until they go through it. I mean, shit. So what else can we try? Let's search the rest of this building and get the fuck out of here. Was there any other doors we can go through, Balmer?
I mean, yeah, you can try. There is this door in the top right. And
I saw that. Can we go through that door and see what's in there?
yeah, the door.
Contamination area. Was that it?
Yes. So the door over here would simply lead you behind this machinery into this room right here, which is this glass sterilized room.
Let's see what's there anyway. There might be fucking loot, some goodie.
So
you guys want loot, right? You fucking goblins. Let's go.
All right, so you can attempt to move to that door. As you do, the lights on the sides of it kind of blink for a moment. They chime, and it slides open, and you are able to be moved into the sterilization chamber. Now, as you step through, the door slams behind you. You can hear the lock kind of as it seals itself, and then the room starts to spray
God.
gas, go through a sterilization process.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, nothing alarming. After a few seconds,
I have a big ass gun that I can shoot through, and I can probably break this glass pretty easily.
After some time, the sterilization process kind of dissipates, and the gas that has been pumped in here, as you kind of hear the vacuum of air come to finish behind you with the door sealing. You're left in the room as you were. At the end of the room is a white table with what looks like a long, almost arm construction piece of equipment, like an augmented arm. Hold on, I have my notes somewhere.
I'm gonna roll a perception first, followed by an investigation. Well, I guess you're just gonna let me know.
Okay. You can. Yeah, I would
I'll do
do.
perception first.
Perception is fine. Yeah, go ahead and do perception.
Look around, then I'll do an investigation afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, with a 20 perception, you especially after the decontamination process, you see that this is just your run-of-the-mill sterilization facility where they would more or less work on things that have some kind of that they might be worried about or what have you.
August 1st.
Oh, yeah, nothing to that effect.
Okay,
Pretty much
that's
just
fine.
solid
We'll
white walls
definitely
aside
come
from
and hang out.
which look to be steel or some kind of concrete, perhaps.
Absolutely.
And then to the left of you, the glass windows.
I'll roll an investigation now to do further investigation on. Not as good, but all right. I'm gonna check out the arm and then anything else that piques my interest with that perception check.
Yep. So the arm, as you investigate it with a 14, you would be able to tell that this is a little bit different than your standard augmentation, but it is a anti-personnel unit that was developed by Regirung, which is a corporation, and it looks as if it was reverse engineered and kind of modified as a as as if Houston was attempting to recreate or improve upon this augmentation of an arm. You can let me give you the stats. You can go ahead and add this to your inventory.
Hell yeah.
If you were attempting to get it augmented, attached to you or what have you, the Houston modification is still a tier 3 augmentation.
Pretty cool.
Yo,
It's a neat-
that's
it's a
actually
neat-
dope. I
Yeah.
might use this.
Yeah, it's a neat augment.
Yo, dude, that's actually dope. Like, when I can't bring my sniper rifle in, and dude, it's literally the hidden blade, but a gun.
Yeah, exactly. And the perception check on it being a DC 30 is pretty insanity.
Wow.
Hey,
Uh,
hey, Palmer.
Yo,
Yes.
I'm guessing this thing's heavy as shit. Probably like what, 10 pounds? You think?
12 pounds. 12 pounds. Yes.
This thing's
Oh,
heavy.
I'll let you finish up. I just had a question.
Yeah. No. What's up?
Are you done?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thomas Holden, when he appeared the first time, he alluded to the fact that he knows information, that he has information on all of us. I'm assuming. Because he pointed at me and said, "You have a family. Don't you want to keep them safe?"
It seemed that he, had done his research on you guys. Yes.
They knew we were coming, man. Something's up. Like they knew shit was coming.
But like I'm assuming he has information on each of us. Is my line of thought.
Well, I mean, based on the conversation, you would know that he at least knows of your family, as he had mentioned it to you. I mean, otherwise, just based on what you guys heard, that's pretty much the extent of it. The rest is left for you to kind of speculate around.
Can I turn back to the computers and see if I can pull up any information related to see if like there's a specific file on like
Is
people
Trove
that might
down for other people?
persons of interest.
Trove down for other people.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm trying to look at the source book on this thing. I
Or
can't get in Trove right now.
Sounds like he'll be all right. He just not feel like flying or something like
yeah, I
that.
have it actually saved to my computer. I don't know how to get to it anymore. Let me
Oh
see.
yeah, the trove is down. I was trying to tell you guys that.
Oh,
But can I try to dig through the computer and see if I can find a specific file on like persons of interest?
Yeah, you can roll another. You can roll another hacking check for that, since it'd be more
Wouldn't
investigative.
investigation?
No, not within the computer confines.
All right.
Eight.
Hopefully I do better this time.
Damn.
Ooh, 21.
With the 21, you dig through. Eventually, you do come across the same encrypted data files that Kotomo had already previously mentioned. No, I can't remember. Did Kotomo want to download that? Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I
Yep.
was
Taking it
suggesting
with
we
you or
put it on
something?
I was suggesting we put it on a thumb drive and take it back to the legacy.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say that you guys have at least copied that information. But outside of the encrypted data, there didn't seem to be anything that you're able to get into that would provide you any kind of details on people or places that you're familiar with.
I have a quick. No one else wants this arm thing, right? Anyone else really
What
want
is it?
it?
Wait,
The
what
arm-
is it?
The hidden gun thing. You got a
Hidden
sword.
gun?
You got a sword.
Yeah, I got my spoil before.
You got a sword. Anyone else really like Jello? You really
Although
want
the hidden gun, that sounds like something that either Valravn or Jello could definitely make use of.
Jello. Valravn is probably never coming back, and he would probably want the sword. He has a sword. I think.
Yeah, he got that new one.
Just one problem. I'm at my limit right now, and I don't want to start taking meds.
All right. So that.
Yeah, you're talking about blood tox levels at that
That's
point.
what I was looking about. What is this? Tier 3 augment?
Tier
or
3, yeah.
Tier 3, so it's 3 blood tox? Or is
Ooh,
that
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Three.
pretty high.
I don't
So,
think I'm at my limit.
blood
for-
tox on the 3? Is it 4 or 3? I forget.
Let me tell you, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
look up the book. You got the book. Fucking
Yeah, I got it open right here.
What's the limit for blood toxicity again?
Your constitution something.
about to tell you. Let me pull it up. Okay, tier 3 augments are Blood Tox 4.
And
You're
then, what's your total blood tox? How much can you have?
it is based on
Constitution, right?
equal to twice your con mod. If you go over your limit, blood tox limit equal to twice your con mod.
Okay,
A minimum
minus
of 2.
6.
If your blood
Minus 6,
toxicity
okay.
goes over that, but is less than your upper limit, which is your con times 3, then you're poisoned until you raise your con mod or remove the augment. I'm sorry, 4 times. So your upper limit is 4 times. If you go over your upper limit, you immediately become incapacitated. And if you go over 5 times your mod, you die on the spot.
On the spot.
Yep. You attach it to your arm and then you you just die. I guess.
Fair enough.
Just turn into a pile of meat.
Shit.
I'm not at my limit for blood toxicity. I only have a level 2 because of the holographic disguise. My limit is 6.
Yeah.
We get to be able to. Our next is skill increase. I might take this one when we level. I still might use this, but not right now.
Okay.
I hate to give it to Jill doesn't want it. You katana. I'm probably gonna use this once once we level. I might as well. I should go to con. Why not? Fuck it. Not my Connie. My constitution.
All right. Anything else?
What's up with these plants?
I don't know. You can roll some investigation on them if you'd like to take a closer look.
Han, you're the doctor. You know anything about these?
I'm like a people doctor. I'm not like whatever these things are, doctor. Sorry.
They're called plants.
Plants. Is that how you say it? Plants.
Plant doctor.
Doctor. Yeah.
No,
wander over here.
What I mean is, would you know if these plants can be used for medicinal uses or something like that?
I'm sure they're useful for something. Otherwise, they wouldn't be growing them here. But honestly, nope, no idea. I am curious about all these boxes. Anybody go through these boxes?
I'll check out the plants if he's gonna. I'll check out the plants if he's gonna check out the boxes.
I'm down for searching this room thoroughly, and then we need to go.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll me an investigation on those boxes. So as you kind of work your way through them, you find what seem to be really tiny components and pieces of machinery, real tiny boxes of gears, sprockets, O-rings, that kind of stuff. It seems to be just ordered packages. On the sides of them, you see that, it says Houston Manufacturing. So they look like spare parts for the operations that take place in here that, they may keep on hand.
Hey Makoto, they got spare O-rings. I heard you might have blown yours out. Do you need one?
Is that a sex joke?
I mean, it was a butthole joke. It wasn't necessarily a sex joke.
No, I mean...
Tomato. Yeah, let's take a look.
I'm going to throw one of the O-rings at Makoto and just continue.
I want to know if I know if it's poop. I'm going to roll an intelligence check.
Okay. With
Yeah, do they? I would know if they poop or not. Do they poop?
They don't produce waste.
Yeah, they don't poop. God, weirdo.
So, Daggeron, with that investigation check, you're kind of, pressed against the glass. You see that these seem to be strange-looking plants that you've never personally seen in your life. There seems to be, from the top of the machinery, what seems to be a kind of a mist material, but it seems to have a colored green hue to it, being lightly sprayed every few seconds. And real... I'm sorry?
Like mint green, or...
Yeah, kind of like a Listerine. Almost looks like a Listerine liquid is being
spritzed. Kind of like this, the mouthwash that I got.
Yeah, but green.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it's being spritzed every few seconds, real light amounts onto the plants.
Is there a way I can reach into the one of the containers?
Based on what you're...
I wouldn't touch that, man. You don't know what's in there.
You can see that at the top of the unit, there seems to be buttons that seem to decompress the chambers. They do look to be they have like a pad which looks like a palm reading pad that you would put on there, and then it would disengage the locks for the glass.
I don't want to take one of these
I
plants.
really
back to
suggest.
the.
I really
Well,
suggest not. No, let's not
Oh
open.
wait,
that.
wait. Is this plant on the table anything similar to what's on the what's in the container?
I don't have this gone.
You can easily see this yellow triangle right here that says caution. I would not.
Oh, I actually didn't see that.
Yeah,
I actually
don't
didn't see that. Thank you for pointing that out, Larry.
Don't remove that shit. What are you doing? You don't know if it's toxic. Please.
So
you
the
for
plant
pointing
on the
that out.
table does not look similar to the plants that are in these pods here.
I feel like
Go take that. That plant seems fine. We haven't died yet, so you can take that plant.
I'm really curious about this plant because I think that Blake might be able to do something with it.
Take the plant, but don't open these things, man. I don't trust it.
I have gloves. I have gloves in my backpack.
Give me
Can I
one
take them
second.
out?
The skunk is hiding, and Lauren can't get her out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, skunky stuff. Yeah. Yo, dude, I don't know. I know that's probably for flavor, but I don't know. Palmer might actually make that flavor a reality, so I would highly caution us.
You shouldn't have pointed it out then.
No, I'm saying like I wouldn't. I don't know. Palmer does shit like that.
But it's
on-
more
on
fun.
the fly.
than-
No, I'm right next to him.
It is.
I'm right
It
next to him. I'm gonna get gas too and shit. No, fuck that.
I just think that if we bring some of this plant back to Blake, he might be able to
Yeah,
do
no,
something
there's
with
plenty
it.
of get that thing in the middle. We haven't died from it. That thing in the middle is fine. Shit.
I don't think plants have a thing that. Oh no, that's not true.
It might be the same
Just
shit or
spores.
different way. Like, I don't know what it's. First of all, I don't know what it's kept in. You don't know why it's kept in a suspended liquid. Like, it's weird, bro. And it's got yellow caution symbols above it. I would not release them.
I don't think that's caution. That might just be a biohazard sticker.
Hey,
On closer
difference.
investigation.
It's yellow. There's literally this thing up here, which is oh no, nuclear. This is oh no, bio or something. I can't really see it, but it's definitely a yellow triangle. It means don't do it. Caution, or know what you're doing before you go in, rather than
Danger!
"Oh, just open it."
Danger! High voltage!
Why is it 3D20? What the fuck?
What?
All right, sorry, I had to debate her out. Carrot, we're good.
What is with this 3D20 shit? What's that all about?
Yo, what is
What?
up, Rubido?
You rolled 3D20. You must have.
How are you,
calculated
homie?
Some shit.
What's
I
going
don't
on?
see anything
Welcome in,
happening.
friends.
Yeah, rolling 3D20.
I don't
What?
see it.
I don't see it either.
Oh, this is way.
Yo, what's up,
before.
Ruby,
Holy shit,
though?
somehow
Rubicon.
went
How are you,
wrong. I went
friends?
wrong. Probably never
Oh,
mind.
Fallout
yeah,
76,
I
were you
do.
enjoying
I
it?
had
You having a
some
great time?
shit and scrolling.
Were you having a
I mean,
good
I can
time?
roll
Having a
3D20
good
if
time?
I thought he was doing some
17,
like,
9,
Hey,
and a natural
friend.
20.
What's going on?
I thought he
Happy
was doing
Sunday.
some DM shit. Like you got 43 seconds before this place explodes. Like, fuck!
No, I have my D20, my physical D20 in front of me here.
Really enjoyed it? Hell yeah. I'm
maybe.
glad that game finally had a
Yeah,
chance to kind of
like,
come back after
I'm going to run
its
onto the
initial
table,
reception
or
was
run
not
onto the table.
great.
I'm gonna see if I can slice open slice a part of the plant and just pocket it.
Okay. Yeah, you easily you remove what would be a small piece of leaves and stem from one of the corners of this. It's very brittle and dry. It breaks open pretty easily.
I'm gonna try and do something really sneaky here. I'm gonna
I'm
try.
really,
I'm gonna try to disable this thing, this computer, or this thing, the machinery. That next time it does it, it fails. It fails badly.
You talking about
Okay.
the one up here?
I'm gonna try
Okay.
a little fuck it. Give it a little
Give me an engineering check on that one.
mechanics.
Yeah, I would say engineering if you're going to. Well, what are you trying to do? You're trying to have it explode, or are you just trying to have it fall
Try to
apart?
Fall apart or melt down.
Yeah, we
something-
can do mechanics if you just want to remove some. If you're cutting a brake line type situation, then yeah,
I
mechanics.
want to remove some safety features or something that if it fails, it fails. Not.
Yeah, you can jam it and fuck it up a little bit with mechanics.
Yeah.
how's everybody looking physically?
Yeah, I do a good job. All right, we'll see.
With with the 13, you were able to kind of disengage some of the locks on the side, pull some hoses out of the back of it. Stuff that you're not super sure what it's gonna do, but it's definitely supposed to be not fucked up.
I'm gonna remove it. At least they'll have to repair it or do something.
Yeah, you definitely pissed off whoever's day once they show up to have to. You definitely stress someone out at the very least.
Right on.
Anything else you guys want to do in this room? As far as how everybody's looking physically, Kotomo is at 10 health, Daggeron is at 18, everybody else is close to full.
This is like the cyberpunk of
You all sound pretty fine to me.
of leaving an upper decker on the way out. That's why I did that.
Leaving the sparkly poo on the.
Yeah, upper
On the
decker,
bed.
right? Ew, why does it smell so bad?
Is there anybody else got any other suggestions on things we should look at? Before we run out of here?
I have something you can look at, Daggeron.
It's his nuts.
These nuts. Yes.
O-ring.
My O-ring.
I'm pretty sure Kotomo's a girl. Never mind. Not gonna
Kotomo
think, but-
Kotomo can swap genitals whenever she pleases.
Great.
Thanks, Yoko Taro.
All right, let's get out of this bitch. I mean, we good, right? No one else wants to do anything else.
I think we're all right.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like this was pretty well searched.
I'm gonna take a picture with my HUD of the plants in the containers over here. Holy shit, that was slow.
Okay. Alrighty, yep, you take a picture, and yeah, if that's it, you guys can exit back to the facility. You do so quickly enough that time has
Oh man, I wish we had parachutes of paragliders. Fuck.
time has you go back through the mansion. You see the scorch marks and the loose parts scattered across the lobby floor. You step over all of that mess. You get back into the elevator, go back through the lobby of the actual research facility, and you stow away into the evening. You are now standing right outside here, the square. We can say that, for the sake of brevity, you guys managed to quickly
It's
and
D&D.
efficiently,
Yeah,
since
what's up,
you were
Dan?
able to do it within a certain amount of time.
Ooh, some level
make it
editing?
back
How did that
to
go? I'm
your
very new to
fire
like the
truck,
whole
which
kind of
happens to be
editing stuff.
about half a mile parked away, kind of stowed away in a safe area, and you quickly hop back on that. I don't know if you guys want to figure out who's driving or who's in the.
I say we put back on our uniforms. I'm doing it at least. I suggest everyone else to do the same thing just in case we get pulled over in the area.
Okay.
I mean, Jello did the driving too. I guess I'll do it back. It's only fair.
I lay down and fall asleep.
All right. After about an hour's worth of travel, a bit quicker this time since you don't have to drive through all of the electrical grid facilities that you guys had to, visit upon your way here. After some time, you do arrive in the dead of the night. It is probably close to 11:30 p.m. now. Back
It was
at
past midnight by the time we got there.
back of the legacy facility. No. Their meeting ended at. You needed to be out of there by midnight in order for them,
Oh.
in order to dodge some of the people who are going to come work.
Okay.
So you guys arrive back at Blake's in the Legacy's facility. Some of you looking a little worse for wear, but more or less all intact. Yeah, and the floor is yours.
Yo, welcome back. Sorry about the socks.
I'm gonna look
guys.
towards
Good.
I'm gonna look towards Knives before we all go in.
What's up?
Knives, I need you to be 100% honest with me here. You sure that you know the people that you're working for 100%?
How about this? I trust them more than you.
Are you sure
Can
that
you
you can
elaborate?
know?
Can you elaborate why you trust them, just in general?
Well, you guys are good. You're good at what you're doing, but shady as fuck. These guys are on the level. They've never stirred me wrong. I've never got the wrong answer. I've never
You can throw a rock.
Hey,
and hit-
let me finish. Let me finish. They've never put me in a position they haven't already told me.
I got a
about what's gonna
great
happen.
story
I've
for
never
everybody
seen
once they
surprises.
stop talking.
First time
It's
I ever did a mission with
hilarious.
you guys,
So dumb.
somehow the person that we were supposed to get home
Bye-bye. Fixed my
died.
mouse.
And then no one knew what happened.
Mm-hmm. I'll
So,
explain
I trust
how
them
in a second.
You're,
That's all.
you're never gonna let that one
The,
go.
the
Nope.
Phillies did not
Nope.
very well today
Nope.
either, Dan.
Never.
I'm not sure how the
Guys are a bunch of
Sixers are doing right now. Let me check.
You're a bunch of
Sixers are
fucking
up
Kotomo
by
and the
1
Dr. Kevorkian over there.
with 3 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. They got to
Dr.
turn it
Kevorkian
up.
Over here. Shit. Anyway, no.
But like,
With corpos, you don't know, man. You saw what I pulled out this arm from them. Look, this is corporate espionage. Like shit, they do this shit on the regular. They lie to your face with smiles. They promise you everything, and they don't give a shit. These guys have been on the level. Until
Yippee,
that
I want to point out. I want to just point out. You call us shady. You can throw a rock and hit somebody the next block over, and hit somebody that's shady.
Yeah, but these guys haven't
There's
been
not-
shady. That's what I'm trying to say. They haven't been shady.
Well, except for the whole we've never met him in person thing. That's a little shady. You have to
But
admit.
what? What does that matter?
What do you mean?
don't
About
think-
that
you
matter?
might-
You don't
I-
think?
Wait,
You don't
wait,
think
wait,
that's a
wait,
little
time
shady?
out. I might actually know why. Palmer, you want to DM me if I would know why he doesn't show himself?
Yeah, sure.
I have an out of character story
It's out of character.
that
Go
I'm
for it,
very
man.
proud of.
We'll be forward to this. Go for it.
So I've been having that double click issue with my mouse, and I did a quick browse of the Google and the Reddit, and I found out that this and the Logitech 602 suffer from the same problem of static buildup. And they're like, yeah, just basically blow into your mouse for like a minute or two, and your breath's humidity will make it stop. God
That's
damn it,
insane.
they're fucking right, dude.
I knew it. Yeah, that's wild.
Anyway, I'm just like really happy and fucking just blown away by that. The collective use of the internet and people experimenting with shit have found that 2 specific type of mice that exist on the internet suffer from the same problem, and to fix it, you just blow into it. Fucking, dude, the internet's so goddamn cool. Anyway,
Thank you for letting me know. I was having that issue myself. I wasn't sure.
Palmer,
if it was-
is this a fucking paragraph? What the fuck? That's what I assumed. Yeah.
But like, Palmer,
Is that,
but like,
wait, Palmer, is that a secret or not? Can I share
I
that?
mean, you were the only one of the group who would know that, but it's pretty kind of loose, general information for the long-term members. It's, there's no super hyper specifics of like what his day-to-day.
I had a feeling that was the reason. That
Mhm.
I was guaranteed, like, there's reasons. I'm gonna say there's a very valid reason. If you ask him, maybe he'll tell you. But for right now, he's not in
the fact
person.
that you know, but the fact that you know and you don't, and you're working with us, you
I'm here
place
to
some level
babysit
of trust. You place some level of trust in us, even if it's not fully.
Yeah, no, I trust you guys for the most part, but damn if you guys look at me sideways, I'm running.
But you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't even say that that's shady in and of itself.
Why? Oh my god! Looking for
It's,
my.
what I'm trying to
knew,
get
like,
through to you.
I'm looking for
What
my.
I'm trying to get Skippy. What I'm trying to get through to you is the fact
Old
that
man, what do you want?
something isn't right here, and
I
we're
think you're
trying.
making
I'm
too-
trying,
you're-
and I think that you of all people. I think you of all people are the most at risk here. You place so much trust in the legacy and its leader. Something happens to them, you're gonna be without home. You're gonna be. You're gonna be.
I'll be
fucked.
fine. I'll be fine. I'll find another job, man.
If
But these guys-
anything, I'm doing my best to look out for you. At the same time, like something's just not right, especially with the fact that
he's not here for a reason, man. He can't be here for a reason. Ask him, he might tell you. It's not for me to say, so we'll see. But no, definitely, he's not here for a reason. It's not some insidious plan. It's just he's not here for a reason.
that dagger
There's-
would just walk on it.
Okay. But Smokey, you understand, right? Like, come on.
Yeah, I
Like,
understand.
Ugh.
I understand what you're saying, but
Anyway, I hope y'all had a
Like,
terrific
you
Father's
don't-
Day
okay,
if you
I don't
celebrated
know
it.
if Smokey also doesn't
and a
understand. Come on,
terrific,
man.
terrific Sunday.
No,
You-
believe me, I relate.
I'm tired. I gotta do
Smokey
some
relates
Genshin
to
stuff
knives
after
more
this,
than
and then I
more than
gotta
you
I
guys
gotta
As you,
rest. I need some sleep.
As you all walk into the room, you notice that Blake's hologram is not there. Kotomo walks in, says, "Sup, bitches? Check out my wings. Do you like?" To which both of the
Look at this. I walk around still.
yeah, both of them kind of look up.
I give the middle finger to Kotomo. I make it so much. Hey.
both of them kind of look up and kind of laugh under their breath and shake their head at Kotomo. But Maya is you do catch the interest of Maya as you swing around this arm, and she extends her hand out to you and says, do you mind if I look at that for a second? That's
No, take it.
Maya's here, right?
yes.
I keep forgetting which one to switch.
So as you hand her this modified kind of re-engineered augmented arm, she looks at it and she kind of just a quick glance over. She doesn't tear it apart or anything, but she kind of turns it in her hands, looks at it from a couple different angles, and looks back to you. She extends her hand back out to you to give it back to you, and she said, "Wow, that's looks like Houston is." After some of the big selling ticket items from some of the other corporate entities, maybe some competition.
Hey, you guess? Yes, you know what? Also, it rained yesterday, so same thing. Always happens.
Yeah. I guess you're not wrong about that, but it is good for him. I guess they're constantly trying to stay ahead. I'm glad that I'm not involved in that corporate world. It sounds like it's just a nightmare. Everyone trying to
Tough roll, Dan.
get one step ahead of everyone else, if only for a moment. That's some cool shit you got there, though. Definitely, if you ever get it installed, definitely let me know how it goes.
Right? I don't even know. I wouldn't ask that. That's like, duh. You would have.
What's up? No. Based on this, it almost looks like a kind of it looks like a kind of exoskeleton part. To a degree, it looks like from about the middle of your forearm down, though, you would have to remove, that piece of your arm.
Where else would you find the gun, though?
Yeah. It looks like like the fingers and whatnot. It's part of why it's so heavy. Everything from like halfway down your forearm down is completely mechanized at that point. Tier 3s and up, you're getting into some serious body mods.
I guess looking around the room, I'll see Blake's not here. I guess he decided to take the night off. I'll look to Maya and Alma.
Alma sits back in her chair. Maya kind of puts her nose back in her work, and she stands up and kind of walks to the forefront of the room here in front of all of you. Says, "Well, believe it or not, Blake actually thought you guys would get here a little bit later. He's wrapped up, as you know. Mars time is a little bit different.
Not a secret. I thought it was a secret.
The fact that he's on Mars is not a secret. Why he's there is, kind of.
Yeah, he's on Mars, guys. That's why.
Yeah.
I thought it was a secret. I just didn't want to tell him. I don't want to spill the beans, man.
She looks and she said, the time there is a little bit different than it is here. So, unfortunately, he probably won't be joining us tonight. But do you have the data? Did you? Get what you were after.
Yeah, of course.
Alma, I think it's Alma has the thumb drive.
Yeah, of course I do.
She kind of extends her hand out to receive the data chip from Kotomo as she kind of side eyes Knives to be like, yeah. I knew you guys could. I knew you would. Is it? She looks to the group. Is it? I imagine extremely encrypted. Is this? And she kind of throws it across the room real nonchalantly, as if it wasn't something you guys just risked your lives for. To Maya in the corner, who catches it and immediately inserts it into her system to start to work on it. She says, "Now that that's out of the way, she'll handle that. We will let you guys know exactly what we find. No secrets as far as that's concerned, simply because it might involve all of us. So we will."
Quick question.
Okay.
Homer, did you change her picture? Because I remember her being Judy.
No, this one's Judy.
The bottom one's Judy.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, one of those pictures you changed, I'm sure.
No, she's
No.
Judy.
No, she's actually Judy. If you double click on her.
When we double click on people, we don't get the same thing as you do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you hold in shift as well.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We can only do that with our own characters, and characters use characters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true because it does open up like the edit character screen. Well, yeah, that's the Judy chick. But
Okay.
she looks at you all. She says, "Well, you know, I guess there's no time to waste. You need to you guys need to get to Manhattan as quickly as possible." And she turns around and starts rummaging with some of the through some manila folders that are on the top of her desk. As she's moving stuff around, she comes up with what looked to be like about the size of a passport, but, you know, really thin, clearly digital. And she, you know, hands one out to each of you. She goes, "These are your, this is your itinerary to take you to London. You're going to spend a few days in Manhattan."
Guys, forgot. Awesome.
As soon as she mentions Manhattan again, the color just leaves
Hey,
Dagron's
guys.
face.
I'm not gonna take this arm with me. Can you guys hold on to this and leave it here? Like, just keep it a safe space. I just don't want to be here lugging it around. I don't.
We gotta spend a few days in Manhattan.
Yeah, as you offer to leave the arm, Maya jumps up from the corner. She says, "Oh yeah, I would love to actually hold on to that for you."
Are you sure you're not gonna steal it? I'm gonna insight check the sense motive on this bitch.
Yeah, go ahead.
Answers. Sense motive. She's probably gonna steal this shit. Ah, fuck! Come on, don't roll shit. Don't. Wait. Where's my character sheet? Fuck! Damn it!
Can I roll sense motive on that as well?
I would say no. You probably wouldn't
Shit.
notice based on the interaction that they had already previously had about it.
I gotta reload. Roll 20.
Okay.
But
Oh.
yeah,
I'm
when she
rich.
mentions that we're spending a few days
Down
in,
5
Manhattan,
after
the
3.
color just
They
leaves my
choking.
face again.
Yeah.
$10
Oh my
scratch
God.
ticket.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
20.
there you go. Dan.
You can tell that she's
Shit
giddy.
happens like that, you know.
More so that you're pretty sure she's probably gonna, you know, attempt to reverse engineer it a little bit. She seems less interested in stealing it, and more interested in seeing, you know, what kind of changes Houston might have made to it.
She's been working real good. I'll give her a little, you know, little bonus. There you go. Hey.
Sometimes
$10 while we're
charity
gone.
is worth
Look at
it.
me.
And she says, "Oh my God, thank you. I promise it'll be 100% put back together when you get back."
There's a lot of money. You might just sell that.
That's why
Before-
I don't play the lottery.
before we leave,
I never did
I wanna
know
ask if
win
I have
nothing
a-
jack
if we have a
squattery
couple-
from the
how much time we have
gong
before we leave?
lottery.
For the trip.
Okay. So as you ask Alma that, she looks to you and says, "Well, do you have something to take care of? Because the sooner the better."
I gotta see a man about a horse, so to speak.
Okay. Well.
What does that phrase mean, Smokey? Like, where that phrase comes from? Like, you Smokey,
Yes,
not
I know.
that character.
Yes, I know where that phrase comes from. I'm using it in a different
Is
context.
that not drugs or is that?
No, say it. I want to hear you say what it means.
It's usually that's usually a way to apologize.
What?
No, dude.
no.
I have to go
Yeah.
see a man about a horse, which means I gotta fucking use the bathroom.
I've also
Oh.
heard that one, but
I've heard it for use for like getting a drink. Like I'm gonna go get a drink from the bar.
I wasn't
Well,
actually
well,
challenging
I'm
you
saying-
like I thought you were
I'm
wrong. I
trying
was
to-
challenging you like I've heard 100 answers to this question.
Well, no. I use it. I personally use that as a means of like I need to leave, like immediately. So I'm gonna go see a man about a horse.
All right. I
And
quick Google.
I'm sorry about that.
See a man about a horse or a dog is a British English idiom, usually
That's
used
the one I use.
as a usually used in a way to apologize for one imminent departure or absence, generally to conceal one's true purpose, such as going to the bathroom or going to buy a drink. It just means I'm fucking out. Sorry, bro.
Well, no. What I meant, I usually use it. I personally usually use it as a means of I need to go see a man about a horse. I gotta leave. So I'm sorry about that, but I'll catch you guys later.
Okay. Well, as you do, she says,
Bye.
"Listen, we can spare maybe an hour max. And the plane trips, you know, since you got back, we've contacted the pilot. You will be flying on a private plane, but you know it's these off the radar private.
Oh,
You know, airlines are a little harder to schedule, so you know whatever you got to do, you got to make it quick.
Well, I don't know if I can make this quick. Do I have time to get a tier 1 installed?
Oh no, that would take. Usually the augmentations take quite a while. I want to say like 12 hours or something. Let me see. Yeah, it would take much longer than that. It would take about 10 hours minimum for your tier 1s. Tier 0s you can usually get done in a couple of hours.
Fuck. I wonder if there's. Okay, I wanted to see if I could possibly get the quickened reflexes. The quickened reflexes. Augment. Probably should have done that a while ago, but.
Yeah, you guys are going to another city, though. I mean, if you wanted to get it done wherever else you were.
Agron doesn't want to get shit done in Manhattan. He wants to just get in to get the fuck out.
Yeah, I wanted to double check that. Okay. All right, cool. So with that, she looks at you guys. She's like, yeah, you guys got about an hour. You know, if you do need to stock up on materials here, you're more than welcome to. Just make sure you do not miss this plane.
I need to get some ammo. I really should.
Okay. Yeah, you guys would have enough time to shop quickly if you need to before you would board the helicopter at the facility you're currently at the headquarters here, which would then take you to the plane.
Itinerary? Can I take a look at the itinerary and just give it a look, see what's the plan?
Yeah. So as you open it up, you see it seems to be a privately purchased plane. There doesn't seem to be any kind of like airline description or plane ID on it, which to you guys would not be unfamiliar. It seems to be what would be paid for to be off the grid, off the radar. But it seems that you would leave in about an hour and 15 minutes, and you would arrive in Manhattan within a couple of hours, and it would the jets that you guys fly on in this existence are significantly faster. You would arrive in
6-hour flight normally.
Yeah, you would arrive in Manhattan within a couple of hours, probably 2 or 3 in the morning, after all is said and done, and but that's it as far as the actual plane itinerary itself.
Nothing about like how long we're staying in Manhattan and when we hit to London.
No, nothing disclosed like that.
Okay. I really don't need to stock up on much. It's maybe get some nano packs just in case. I have a bad.
Yeah, I might buy one of those. That's
we
it.
back.
I have a
Okay.
bad
Sorry about
feeling.
that. My tummy
Could also
was
get 'em
angry.
in Manhattan, though, I'd imagine. So Joe would probably do that, just because that's the way his character operates. He plans ahead a little bit, but not a ton.
I want to sell some things. Is that possible, Homer?
It depends. Are you going to what things do you want to sell?
I would like to get these drugs off my person before we get to Manhattan.
Because that would actually require you to go to a some kind of black market dealer per se.
I'd also like to. I probably would try to see if I can sell off my shotgun.
Your shotgun, okay. Is that one bio-locked?
I don't know if the street shotgun is bio-locked.
Street shotgun is bio-locked.
We're getting paid, right? I forget if we got paid or not.
What? No, you guys were not offered pay for that one.
Yeah, we did this for free.
I know. Yeah, I had a.
I didn't take a shot in my.
In lieu of the payment was essentially the fucking MasterCard Black you guys were given, or the Amex Black or whatever.
Yeah, true. Oh, all right, I'm putting ammo on that. Fucking getting 30 bullets.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Getting gear that we need that I can put on the card.
Yeah, you guys can put anything that you're purchasing in, for preparation. Now, vehicles are probably, since you can't take them with you, not going to be able to be expensed. But yeah,
Oh, no.
weapons and armor, and ammo and such, you could expense to the card. Just make sure that it falls within your weight parameters.
Mod-
I've been held back by money for a while now.
Now we're not
Money.
at all. Like, yo, we
I think the Sixers tied it up with 10 and a half to
I would
go.
like to get these 12. I would like to get these 12 pounds of plant off my person, the Devil's Fire and the Crush, and see if I can off my shotgun onto somebody.
Okay. So because they would
Sorry,
both
Smokey,
be.
are you gonna make it known that you're doing this, or are you just gonna go off and do it on your own?
I would let the party know that I will meet them at the meet
Okay,
them at
if you're selling your plant, I'll give you my 3 pounds, and you can just give me half
What's
of
the
what you're
difference?
selling for. If you're just
Okay.
to do it all at once and keep it simple.
Okay, sounds good. So
Okay,
15
3 more pounds, I'll give it to him.
Okay. So yeah, you go to a black market dealer. That's the only place that will purchase bio-locked weapons as well.
Mhm.
And as you walk into the black market shop that you guys are familiar with, you first offer up your.
I think I'm the only one going.
Yeah. You first offer up your shotgun. He looks at it up and down, and he's like, oh, "Fucking bio-locked trash."
Yeah,
give
I had
you-
to, and if there's a few scratches on it, I had to use it to block a few shots from a samurai. Yeah, I probably would have died otherwise, but adds to the charm, I guess.
The black market dealer is a guy with an eye patch, real wrinkled face, seems to be pretty old, beard down to his waistline, peering over at you from what looks to be a pretty beat up metal desk. And he kind of scratches his beard a little bit, plays with it, and says, given its condition, the bio lock, I'll give you 50,000? 50,000 one longs for it. It's the best I can do.
That's more than fair. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. Any other business I can help you with?
I have some items that I would very much not like on my person because I have to leave the area. In the area that I'm going to, I feel like it would get me into a lot of trouble.
Oh, okay. I'm listening. I mean,
I
half the
placed-
shit here would get you in trouble, my
I
friend.
placed the fanny pack of drugs onto his desk with the 15 pounds of plant in it, the 2 containers of Devil Fire, and the 1 bottle of Crush.
Okay. So, you want to get rid of all this?
Yeah. I'm heading to Manhattan soon, and I know some people there that would take my head off, or would likely just take my head off just because, and they would probably revel in this, and I would rather they didn't.
Okay. And he kind of looks through it. He has like a cane in his hand that he kind of uses to kind of push it
And
around
all
from
the
a
YouTube
distance.
stuff is
Do I
set
know
up.
this? Wait, I know.
So
this,
on the back
this
end, I
store?
have done
I just,
everything I've
standard
needed
black
to do.
market.
Now we can
Yeah,
just
you guys have
I was-
purchased
keep
through
it
him
chill.
before. The shop
Like,
is.
would I
and
know him
relax.
personally,
Shout
like,
outs
beyond
to
the
everyone
streets
who's
or
been
anything
like
that?
you
watching
can
my
roll a-
YouTube hardcore. There's like 4 of you. Thank you.
Okay.
Y'all are terrific.
I just want to make. I wasn't sure if he'd be like a friend of the family or something like that. What?
Yeah, you're not familiar with him outside of the interactions you've had when you've come to purchase things
Okay.
from this specific shop in the past.
Tough
Okay.
roll, James.
He looks at you. He says, "Where did you get this? Do you know?"
Okay, so the Devil's Fire.
No.
this is just out of-
I
this is
don't
this
care
is-
about that. I'm talking about the plant. Where did you get the
Oh, the
plant?
plant. We got that from a facility. Working a job
Oof.
for
Double losses,
Youth
y'all.
Dynamics
Double
at
losses.
one point. And I took on a huge bit, and I've been holding on to it ever since. I don't use it. I have no need for it. But
Gambling.
we had a plan for it, and then the plan kind of went underground, or it went south when the guy that we were going to sell it to kind of got shot in the face.
Yeah,
We did.
those things tend to happen with this merchandise.
And then
Yeah.
our doctor kind of snapped his synapse or something like that.
Yeah, happens to the best of the medical professionals, I guess. You see, you look at this. My problem with it is you look real close right here. See, on the edge of this on the edge of this parcel of plant here, and he points his cane at the edge of the. What's that?
The 3-pounder.
No, of just the bags in general, all of the individual parcels. And he points his cane to the corner of it, and he says, "If you look real close right here, you can actually see." And he's, basically asking you to lean in and look at what would be a small imprint on the counter, or on the corner rather.
Would I have not noticed that?
I don't know. So do you? Are you gonna lean in to look at it?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean in to look at it.
Okay. As you do, he quickly pulls out a handgun and presses it to your forehead,
What?
and he says, "Listen, man. I don't want no corporate shit in here. I don't want shit that's ever been involved with corporate. You take your Houston trash, fucking throw it in the road for all I care. But you're not gonna put my shop at risk."
I had no idea that wasn't my intention, and I'll toss it in the gutter on my way out.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so you do sell the shotgun, but yeah, he was unwilling to take the plant, based on your mention of
Using dynamic
acquiring
plan.
it. Yeah. All right. So with
Yeah.
that, everybody else, if
What
you're done
about
with your
the-
shopping,
Wait, what about
almost
the
done.
what about the Devil's Fire and the Crush?
the Devil's Fire and the Crush, you could keep with you. But yeah, he wouldn't take any of it based on that. Had you not given him your shotgun first, he probably wouldn't have taken that either.
Fair enough. I'll just toss the bag of drugs into a gutter. I'm not taking it to Manhattan with me.
Okay.
I don't want enhanced nano packs before we leave. I'll put it on the card.
How many?
Does anyone want any more nano packs?
I would like some to replace the ones that I've had to use in that fight.
How many
Yes.
do you want to get?
2?
Sounds good. 2. Mark it down. I'll buy them and I'll give them to you. I'll be doing that. I will say that I asked you beforehand because I'm getting enhanced nano packs. Anyone else want one?
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Take 2, so that's 7. Okay. Yo, we're going for it, bro. Let's get some of these advanced nano packs. Trad, Ben, you want an enhanced nano pack?
Yeah, grab me one.
Yeah, sure.
Ronnie, how much are they?
They're 100K. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's
That seems
the
worth
lot.
it.
If
the
I'm not
bottom
paying
of
for
the
it,
card.
sure.
It makes sense though.
If I'm not paying for
It
it,
makes a lot
sure.
of sense. We saw how sketchy things got last time.
Yeah, yo, I'm getting 3 for myself.
What's the weight on them?
0.5.
Thank you.
Palmer, based on interaction, am I just not welcome there anymore?
You would have to try to re-enter to find out. More so, it seems like he's just not interested in purchasing anything that might have some corporate,
Influence?
or corporately obtained or anything to that effect. The black market.
I'd hate to think that I kind of just ruined the opportunity to buy anything else from the black market for us.
You mean for you?
Oh yeah, it would be for you if anything.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, so yeah, we just spent 900,000 Wonlon right there. Fuck yeah. Whatever, bro.
I almost got shot. I almost got shot over weed. What the fuck?
I'm down for it.
Story of my life.
I'm just gonna be so
Gaming.
disappointed.
All right, Paul, you got the shopping list? I send it to Blake.
I'm
Do I
just
get a
gonna be
response?
so upset.
Okay.
I'll just
Yeah,
give him.
no, it seems all legit.
Hans, you
Fucking pennies
when
to
I-
a man like him.
And
Hans, when I meet back
just
up with you, I'll just transfer 25K for my shotgun.
mission.
Just say that's all I got for it.
Wait, what now?
I'm gonna transfer you 25K
Oh, cool. Thanks.
because I didn't get anything for the weed.
Planned.
And he doesn't want to bring it up.
I'm not gonna bring it up.
Do you still have out of character? Do you still have it on you?
Out of character, no. I tossed all that shit in the gutter.
Okay.
But I wouldn't tell you that's why I don't.
Oh no, I understand. You didn't say those words to me. I get it. I just was curious. Just was curious.
Jesus Christ! I almost got shot. But yeah, I guess can we consider this a short rest?
Yeah, short rest. Well, coinciding with the actual plane travel itself, you guys would get a short rest. Yeah.
Okay.
So after you guys are all done shopping, you're all rocking on that.
I think I'm good. If anything comes up, if we decide what are we doing? We don't have a mission down London. We're just going to London to have something given to us.
Yeah.
later.
So Alma did. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Yeah, Alma did mention or she would have rather mentioned your point of contact there is a man named Gus who will be meeting you upon your arrival.
But we're spending a few days
I
in
want
Manhattan.
I want a description of him so we make sure that we're not intercepted.
Yeah, so let's say that you guys have reconvened before your departure. You arrive back in the Legacy headquarters. The helicopter, you can almost hear of the helicopter blades. It's coming to escort you to the facility that your private jet will fly out of. And she uses this as an opportunity to say, okay, you're going to meet one of our points of contact, Gus. He's part of his own legacy to an extent in Manhattan. They are simply referred to as the System. He's a bit of an older gentleman. Really light white hair, kind of a scruffy beard, entirely augmented left arm, a pretty heavily augmented right arm. You can't miss him. He's kind of terrifying to look at. But he will take you in. You guys will stay there until the flight arrangements have been made by Blake, and he can schedule let's just say, not a commercial flight over to London. In the meantime, expect it to take probably 2 to 3 days. Familiarize yourself with Manhattan if you choose. Otherwise, you can stay with Gus in his facility. He's got a nice office there. So, otherwise, if he offers not at a, you don't have to accept or disagree. You're more than welcome to take the work if you so choose. If you can fit it within that schedule, we're not going to be upset one way or the other if you decline or accept any work from him in the meantime. Just note that when we send you your itinerary, the flight cannot be missed to London. It is of utmost importance that you arrive on time. What happens in between then is it's up to you guys. So enjoy it. Manhattan's a great place. So I have a lot of fun there. I'm sad I'm not joining you, but you'll be all right. Gus is he's a man even I wouldn't cross. So you're in good hands.
Daggeron just kind of scoffs.
I just realized I have to get that arm improvement. You don't want to know why?
Why?
Because of Vash the Stampede has the arm that turns into a gun. I have to get it now.
Oh wait, does he really?
Yeah, his arm turns into a gun. And try again.
That's one of his
My
prominent
guns.
features.
So anyway, I started blast.
He really is. He's is he a plant or something? He's weird. He's like an alien, but he's like something.
He's a light bulb.
He's something weird. So he is able to change his physicality, and he changes his arm into like a cannon. So.
So anyway, he started blasting.
I have to get that arm thing, dude. Oh, it's so dumb. It doesn't really help me for how I want to play him, but it just makes more sense flavor-wise. Fuck.
Yeah, Vash and knives are basically plants, and not in the sense that we know. Plants are basically a type of alien being in Trigun.
He's some kind of alien, but he's like weird, right? He's an alien, but I think he's a plant. I might be remembering this wrong. It's been a while.
Since I could drag my balls on chin.
Also, the system is down. The system.
I sent you a DM, by the way.
Yeah, I saw it. Gotcha.
Okay, I had that too. Another Homestar reference.
Oh shit, the possum baby was in our garage again.
Tiny,
Fresh.
Bro, he's tiny AF, bro. He's so fucking tiny.
tiny cute, bro.
Before we go, I just want to before we hop on the plane, I probably would have done this on the way back to the Legacy. I wanted to send a quick text message to not the girls, to Mr. Alexander specifically, and just let him know not to tell the girls where I'm going.
Okay.
I would have told him to tell them that if they ask where I'm at, to tell them that I went not to Manhattan but to Hawaii or something a little less bloodthirsty.
Okay. Alrighty. With that, you guys would, quickly, usher yourselves off of the helicopter as it eventually disappears, or usher yourself onto the helicopter as you eventually disappear over the skyline. You kind of leave New York behind. You kind of see it for the from the bird's eye view as you eventually land somewhere. None of you are really familiar with the area, but 30, 40 feet ahead of you, you can see a pretty small but large enough to comfortably carry all of you. A small private jet in front of you. You're not idiots. It's pretty obvious that you go from one to the other. So you all hop into the private jet.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
They were not idiots. I think
It's been 6 months. On the tier 3 train. How are you? Glad you enjoyed the race this morning. Sorry I was still too asleep.
Real futuristic private jet. As you guys can step in, everything is leather. There looks to be a long dining table almost built into it.
Selling my people.
As you all step on and are comfortably inside, a voice, kind of a robotic, automated voice, comes over the airwaves and says, "Please remain seated. Your flight is about to take place." And you all find your seats, and you kind of feel the rumble of the airline as it lifts up. You can hear the doors kind of seal themselves as you guys are now within the pressurized confines of what would be this. Oh, you know what? Here I did put a picture of it.
Is the plane like autopiloted or?
Yeah, it would be digitally controlled for sure.
Ooh.
So you guys step in. Just like the picture here, you see that it is sectioned off, really ornate, really pretty, comfortable. The recliners that are built in everywhere can actually lay entirely flat. If you guys did want to catch up on sleep or whatever, we would say that you could, quote unquote, get a short rest during this period of time. But otherwise, digital TVs are made available within the front of the plane, front of the cabin. You guys have those meals prepared. Pretty comfortable digs. You guys are living the high life as the top of the plane is actually like a piece of glass that kind of shines a light that illuminates the cabin, and it almost looks as if it were a clear sky. You can see that up here.
Even though it's like in the dead of night.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it, and the clear sky is not really a thing in this day and age due to all the smog and pollution that exists. But beautiful clear blue sky. This false image ahead of you gives you the illusion of daytime. That can be controlled if you want to change it to night, if you are preparing to sleep or what have you. But otherwise, if you guys don't have any dialogue or anything like that to go over during the flight,
I'll be the one to ask. Does anybody know how to fly a plane? I'm looking specifically at Jello.
Yeah, I've flown planes. I love it.
No,
I don't need to fly this one.
I'm proficient in planes. I can fly a plane if I need to. Pretty sure I'd be able to fly this. It's probably the basic, simple stuff I've done before.
Okay, I'm just a little curious. I don't know, and there's something about a plane with no pilot kind of sets me a little uneasy.
Planes are fine, man. We're good.
Yep. So over time, after the course of about the 2 hours, you do eventually land in what would be a as you exit the plane, you are it's almost weird feeling because the plane gave you almost the subconscious impression that you were traveling during the daytime, and you guys are quickly readjusted to the nighttime city air. Again, you're not really familiar with where you're at, but you're kind of what looks like a really long concrete strip as far as you can see. No buildings or anything like that nearby. It is the dead of the night. It's so dark and so secluded that if the plane itself wasn't, kind of creating some light, you'd have a hard time seeing within, those of you without dark vision, without seeing
we must
15
be,
to
we must be just
15
outside
to
of
30
Brooklyn.
feet ahead of you. You do see kind of walk onto the, the noise of the jet kind of winds down as it powers down and disables, and you see a very burly man. Looks to be pretty weathered dude. He's just super jacked. Large, entirely modified, augmented arm on his left arm. A large, what looks almost to be like a heavy minigun attached to his back, kind of strapped over. Bearded, white hair. This is very obviously the man Alma described to you as Gus. And over the noise of the jet, even as it powers down.
Yeah, I'll try and get up for it. I'll really try.
What's going on? Welcome to Manhattan, the most beautiful city in the entire world.
Welcome back,
He kind
Alfina.
of gestures out to the nothingness behind him and goes,
Yeah, I
not
love
exactly,
Lando.
but
I'm so proud of my boy
hop
Lando
in
this week.
my ride, and I'll take you to my office, and we'll get comfortable. You guys can rest. We can talk. You got any questions about the city? Feel free to ask. I can answer anything you like. But we should probably get out of here. The plane is set to take off, and this is private property that I don't necessarily own. So let's get a move on. And you all hop into what looks to be like a really extended
Something
bus,
like that.
almost like an old jail bus. You step onto the bus and you realize that it is also unmanned. It seems to be just like instead of a steering wheel, there seems to be like a series of mechanical arms where the steering wheel would be. And as soon as you all step on, you find your seats. Now this is instead of like a school bus, the seats kind of face each other. Imagine just a row of seats attached to either wall facing one another. He sits down and kind of lays down over about 4 or 5 seats. And he puts his head back against one of the armrests, and he looks at you guys and please sit, make yourself comfortable. We're only about 30 minutes out from the office.
Did you describe to us like White Barrett?
I don't know. Barrett's got like a gun arm, doesn't he?
Mega Man.
Yeah, you got a machine gun. The same thing.
White Barrett, basically Mega Man.
Yeah, this is what Gus looks
White
like.
Bear is not Mega Man. Get out of here.
You basically, I think you just basically described to us White Barrett.
Well, Barrett has a gun for an arm. This
Yeah,
guy just this guy's just got an augmented arm and then a minigun on his back. And he's yeah. Sorry. Anyways, he looks to you all and says, "Do you guys, as you said, and you kind of feel the bus start to rumble and, move forward." He looks at all of you. So, anybody been to Manhattan before? You guys familiar with the area? You have any questions? Anything you'd like to see?
I would rather not be here. Not gonna lie.
Long
I
time ago.
know everything about the city.
I don't remember much of it, honestly. I was drunk and or high most of the time.
Man of my own taste. I like it. You, and he points to Daggeron. He's like, "Wow, what do you got against my city, man? You don't love it here? How could you not?"
That round just kind of stays silent.
Well, all right. And he starts listing off things. He's like, I know that in the stories and in the books they paint this beautiful image of the city, and it's changed, but a lot of the greats are still here. We got the statue, we got Wall Street, the Empire State Building, Tribeca, MSG, the World Corporate Forum. I mean, anything you want in the whole world. This is, in my opinion, the best city in the world. I mean, you can do whatever you want. And I've got some ideas about things that I'd like to do, but we'll get into that another time.
Madison Square Gang.
Yeah, what are you guys interested in doing? You guys want to hang out? Do you guys want work? Do you want to go shop? Do you want to hit up
A good
and he kinda looks at
Manhattan
the
is
watch on
so
his
hard
wrist.
to find.
on his
Like, I'll be
non-augmented
very
wrist.
honest.
And you notice that it looks to be like kind of like a current period, our current period Rolodex, like a standard analog watch, which is kind of a stark contrast to his other arm, which is what looks to be extremely heavily augmented with very, very expensive and fine augmentations. He says, well, it's a little too late to go to my favorite lady spot, but you'll be here for a couple of days. We got time if that's what you're into. And he points to Jello, and he's like, my man.
Won't say no.
Hey,
I won't say
I
no.
like you guys already. So unless you guys got any questions about the area or anything like that, we will continue the bus ride. Go ahead.
Look, I guess throughout the bus ride, everyone will just keep an eye out on the window and just streets aren't full of people right now, are they?
No, you guys are actually, as you kind of look around out the windows that would be behind where you're sitting, you don't really actually notice anything. It seems to be like you guys are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. But directly ahead of you, you do see what is the city skyline. And you guys would know that just like San Francisco, where you're from, or Chicago, or London, or any of these major cities, it's pretty much barren nothingness where most of civilization used to be, as they were pushed into a more centralized location. So just like San Francisco, where you've got the barrens and whatnot, surrounding the city. New York, Manhattan specifically has that same situation. So you guys are in what would be your equivalent of the Badlands, kind of driving towards the city.
Okay. When we get into the city, I'm just keeping an eye on the streets.
Okay. After you guys manage to make it to the city, and just as you reach what would be like the cusp of the city limits, you see that there is what looks to be a security roadblock. They immediately move their gates to allow the Gus bus through. No questions asked. They don't seem to be bothered by stopping you all at all. Gus sounds like he's snoring a little bit, as if he's fallen asleep in his laid down position. And about 5 to 10 minutes after that, really not too deep into civilization, here you arrive at a actually really conservative height building comparison to what a lot of Manhattan and San Francisco is made of. Only a 2-story building, but really ornate. The bus comes to a stop as the brakes hit, and it kind of lowers itself a little bit. The stairs that you would walk up kind of unfold themselves onto the road, and Gus kind of we are. Oh wow, we made good time. We are at my office, so if you wouldn't mind, let's step on out. He says, sorry I fell asleep. I usually go to bed early, but Blake, he wanted me to meet you in the middle of the night. It's a whole ordeal. But don't worry. Inside, I got some fine scotch, and I am ready to answer any questions you have. So follow me. Oh, and he turns around. And as you guys
it's
kind of pile out
ridiculous.
behind
The
him,
refs haven't been fucking. I
and
was
the-
sorry. I was
the
watching
droids
some
just,
highlights there.
don't
The
worry about
refereeing
them.
in this
They're not gonna
series
do
has
anything.
been
They
awful.
are. And he taps on his head.
Literally
So
embarrassing.
they're all attached to my Neuralink. So
Absolutely awful.
they're
What's up,
just
DTG? How are you,
scary
friend?
decorations, if anything. And he kind of laughs.
I'm gonna
and-
lean into Makoto and just whisper, "That's ominous."
Yeah, and you guys, you
spooky.
follow suit. You step into a lobby, and it basically looks as if it was a repurposed bank or something to that effect. Real gorgeous. Actually, I can move you guys in now. Real gorgeous tile floors. This is the
Imp,
front
what are we
doors
gonna
right
play for
here.
a Saturday night game now?
Right here, you guys have entered from the front doors.
Like,
Um,
why are they doing much better than the other legacy? That's weird.
what's up?
Daggeron's got
Yeah,
like
why are they so nice place?
Yeah,
We're
Daggeron's,
literally in a shack over there.
yeah.
Building.
Daggeron's just gonna be at the back of the group, but he's got his hand on his pistol. Like
Okay.
Hey, some of y'all are still looking hurt. I think we got a long rest on the way out here.
Yeah, I would say you guys are long rested for sure.
Specifically, Makoto, Daggeron, and Jello. You're all.
Yeah,
done.
you guys can heal up. Yeah, so as you
Fuck
guys
you!
walk
I
in,
do what I want.
Yeah.
Down
he
six
gets
with
some rest.
41 to
Not too
go.
long
Ugh.
rested. Stay up all night.
That
And
would
actually,
say
she
later,
gets a
I don't
long
think
rest
we
every
can,
short rest. So, right? Don't you
I don't
only need
think
like
we
4
can put that
hours?
many-
or something?
Yeah, I only need 4 hours for a full rest. I'm a robot.
So as you guys pile in, he quickly goes and sits himself at the really what looks to be like almost like a beanbag leather chair. Like it just seems real plushy. And he sits in and he kind of sinks into the leather a little bit. He kicks his feet up on the desk. And he goes, "Welcome. This is my office." And behind him, you see just this entirely glass wall that looks out over the city, and it's just beautiful. To Knives' point, the office here is, and the level of how low he has to lay seems to be completely opposite of what the legacy is dealing with, with their very covert and hush hush spot. This one is,
So,
super gorgeous. You can
Daggeron
see,
will kind of
yeah.
Daggeron will kind of just pipe up. Not like in a smart alecky sense. He'll just say, so who'd you have to kill to get this office?
And he looks up to you and says, I could have swore you said you knew everything about this
Oh,
city,
well.
my friend. I am.
And
Jixer's
I do,
choking
and I
it
do,
away
and I know
as
that
usual.
nothing in this city is taken without a little
Philadelphia
blood.
sports.
Well, blood, yeah. I'm not a stranger to blood. I've never pretended to be, but I don't know what they told you over there, but I'm, I hate to, sound braggy, but I'm the leader of the system. I pretty much run this city. As you see, and he points to the what look to be almost guards standing on either side of them. You can tell that they are perfect replicas, perfect copies of one another. And they seem to be just standing there as still as statues, weapons not in their hands, but you can see that there are weapons like in what look to be small SMGs holstered to their waist, and they're just standing staring almost like a blank gaze on their face. And he opens up his computer and reaches into a drawer right next to him, pulls out, crumbles with some stuff, pulls out what looks to be a large bag of some kind of chips or something. You start to hear some really pathetic laugh tracks coming from the transparent monitor, and you guys can actually make out from being able to see through it, just kind of in a reversed fashion, that he is eating some chips, watching a sitcom. As and he kind of motions to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so rude. Make yourselves comfortable. If upstairs, upstairs we got lodging for all of you. Make yourselves at home if you want to sit here. And he motions to the chairs in front of his desk. If you want to know anything about the city, I'm the man to ask. But otherwise, yeah, make yourself comfortable. If you want to do some shopping or whatever, let me know. I'll send you out with one of the boys. And he kind of nods his head to the quote unquote droids that he mentioned that are standing on either side of him.
Name the craziest shit you've done recently. Tell me a story. What was the craziest shit you guys done lately?
And he kind of chokes
What a
on his chips
shame.
for a second. He sits up. He says, "Oh,
Fucking Sixers.
all right. Well, I haven't really told anybody this, but my next plan or my next idea, what I'm working on, right, is and stay with me here. Stay with me here.
Well, I'm waiting.
I'm gonna blow up the Statue of Liberty."
And at that,
Goodbye.
Daggeron's just gonna go up to lodgings. Daggeron's
So
gonna
as you everybody go ahead and roll me a history check.
Do I need to?
Yeah, you would as well before you depart.
Can I
Because
do
this
so
is
at
about
advantage?
this is less about interaction and more about like what you would know.
Can I do so at advantage? I'm actually from Manhattan, so
I got a 6.5.
Yeah, say sure.
Ben don't know shit.
Then you
I don't
got a
know
5, you
shit.
said?
I don't know shit.
I don't know shit. What's the Statue of Liberty? Fuck.
13, I guess.
I think I've heard of it before.
Yeah. So
I don't give
those
a
of
fuck,
you
I'm
who
a
rolled higher than a
robot.
15 would immediately be familiarized with the Statue of Liberty is not what it is in our time. So essentially, over the years, the Megacorps decided among themselves, foreign nations, the U.S., everybody, that the Statue of Liberty is like off limits for purchase. Instead, they have used it as a global facility where the statue has been heavily modified as almost a data storage entity. Think of it as like a really, really large network tower that provides a lot of comms and networking throughout the entirety of the globe. There are projectors around the island, real heavy security. It's got like an energy shield around it. It costs millions of wonlons just to get close enough in like a visitation tour. I actually have a picture.
Yo, they
of it.
came back and won.
This is what it looks like in this day and age.
Oh
And
wait,
you can
now
see
this
that
is.
it
Why
is
is this from last time?
wow.
What the hell are y'all doing?
heavily mechanized and a lot of electrical wiring and stuff
Never
like
mind.
that running to it.
This
That
Twitter's eating
is almost
shit right
used
now.
as a signal for communications and networks.
Yeah, Hawks won.
And
Blech.
it's unregulated. Like no corporation owns it. It's completely unregulated
What a
airways. So it's a
joke.
very, very, very powerful and significant resource. So you would all immediately know, those of you who passed that check, you would all immediately know that the blowing of the Statue of Liberty would probably make you, or at least holding it hostage, would probably make you one of the more powerful men in the world.
Awful.
And if you did destroy it, probably one of the most hated people on the planet. So him saying he's going to blow up the Statue of Liberty is absolute insanity. It's like
I'll respond to this then. I'll say, well, that's cool and all, but you said you're going to. I'm saying, what have you done? I mean, I've thought about doing a lot of crazy shit too, but I've never done it. What have you done?
Well, Larry, just straight past the terrorism aspect and just like call it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Not even
Doesn't
answering the
even
question
care.
properly.
Yo, like fucking,
I'm just-
I'm about to go like flash my butt at the Mona Lisa. Like, okay, cool, great. Did you do it? No, but I thought about it. Like, okay, awesome.
he looks to you and says, well, what I've done, I guess I can tell you.
Hey, have a
the
great
history
night,
of
Dad.
what I've
Happy
done.
Father's Day. Thanks for coming down. Glad we
Alright.
could get you a good
I'm-
meal.
I run the system. Right?
And,
For those of you not
enjoy
familiar,
your
the
new
system
mug.
Is essentially the government in Manhattan here. I pretty much control a lot of the going-ons, and I did so by taking the Empire State Building by force.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it is. It's come a long way. If you walk out into the city, you'll notice that. And those of you with the same history check, you would all. I would say this is a less history check. So anybody rolled 10 or better. So I guess only Ben would not know this. But the system is essentially like the Legacy if the Legacy owned San Francisco.
Look,
in
I'm not
Manhattan.
the smartest
and essentially
when it comes to New York
through
history with
Gus
this
and his
character.
eccentric taste and his kind of strange attitude.
To be
has
fair,
kind of
I'm only
ushered
like
New York or
I'm only
Manhattan
3
away
years
from
old
what
as
it
a
used to
synth,
be,
and I've never left
and
San
more
Francisco.
into like think
so.
of like a mix of the Renaissance and medieval era, where they
Good
have
day is something
really
we all need.
dangerous,
Yeah, feudal system.
really exactly, really dangerous sport.
Fraternity,
a lot
equality, and
of flair for the
transcendence.
art and the finer things.
I can't wait
They
till I can
have like
transcend
literal
from
sports
this
where people fight to the
meat
death.
suit.
It's a very Mad Maxy, but in like a really elegant way, right?
Right,
Palmer,
yeah.
would my character know if this was a thing since the last time he was here?
Yeah, the system has been in place for the last 15 years or so,
It's been
And-
a little longer than that, but
and Gus has been at the head of it.
has
This
he?
is a little-
Because this, like, would this all be? I'm not 100% sure, but
Well, how long ago were you here?
about 20-25 years.
Yeah, so the
20
system wouldn't have been in place yet. It would have still been kind of like San Francisco under the control of the Mega Corps. Heavy gang presence, stuff like that.
Okay. Because this all seems just a little new to not the whole Statue of Liberty thing, but
Yeah, that's been that way for the past 200 years or so.
yeah, not the Statue of Liberty thing, but the whole system thing. That
Mm.
seems a little new to Daggeron, but like again, I'm not here.
Yeah, no, but you explain Escape from New York, but with a guy that thinks he's classy and has fine art. Like it's just a little bit classed up Escape from New York.
Exactly. Yeah,
Make it
to that
look
to that degree for sure. Hold on, I'm trying to
That's
find
dope. All right. Cool. So what do you recommend that we have to hit? Are we leaving soon though? Like we got to go to London soon. How long are we here even? I don't know.
You guys are going to be here for about 3 days. Is the estimated amount of time that Alma gave you guys?
All right. Show me one of your sickest like. I don't know.
Dance moves.
No.
Dance
I'm
party!
looking for a thrill. Like maybe not death-defying, but at least thrilling.
What, like one of the most thrilling jobs I've ever done?
No. To do. No. I just want
Oh, to do.
Yeah. You said to do
Oh
stuff
my,
like thrill
my
seeking.
guy, we
Like,
have we have
like not like
cybernetic combat sports, man. We have if you wanna hop into the gladiator ring, we got the 1000 LB, my friend. That the
I want to do it, but I don't at the same time.
and if you're not familiar with the 1000 LB, essentially what it is exactly what it sounds like. The 1K free is basically a cybernetic martial arts competition. No restrictions. Any augmentate. The only thing that you can't do is be above 1,000 pounds, which is why it's called the 1K free. There, thank
I
you
couldn't
guys.
bring my
Understand.
I show my big sniper rifle. I couldn't bring that with me, could I?
Oh no, yeah, you can bring that. It's kind of usually a hand-to-hand situation, so I don't know how useful it would be, but yeah, I mean, if you think that you can make use of it, yeah, anything goes in there.
That's not my style.
We got
you got a like parachuting or I don't know.
we got
something like
Crash Ball. It's
Crash Ball,
in Crash Ball, you guys would know as it's kind of a famous professional sport. It's like a violent ball game. It's got an international league, and New York's team, the Nemesis, are like the strongest in the globe currently. Think of it as like a roller derby mixed with like a Quidditch. Like you use these heavy balls, you're on roller skates, but you also can, there's no rules as far as like what combat and stuff can take
Rollerball.
place.
Yeah, it's rollerball.
People die there
Roller
pretty
derby.
frequently.
Something like Thunderdome style, right?
Yeah, to a degree for sure.
You guys want to play some Crash Ball? Sounds fun.
Absolutely.
I love Crash Ball. I love Crash Ball. It is so great. It hurts. It hurts a little bit, but man, it is an absolute blast. You can also stop by the Hot Prowl if you like. It's like a giant rave these kids put on. They, basically invade a corporate building, throw a rave. The next day, they invade a different corporate building. It's whatever. They don't usually cause much trouble. There's not a whole lot of violence. It's those people on their lovey drugs. Probably the least violent bunch I've ever met. It gets a little weird, but definitely one of the more safer activities in New York. That's for sure.
Hey, Palmer, up in the lodgings, is there any windows or anything?
Yeah. You would look over the city as well. Hold on, I have a thing for that. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I must have deleted it. Here, I have the picture that I used. But yeah, there is what looks like in each one of the rooms, there seems to be a desk and a bed, and it overlooks the city. So you can see through a really beautiful ornate glass the entirety of the city outside. Oh yeah, here it is.
Okay, so here's my question. What can you tell me, Smokey, about Manhattan 20 years ago, and how has it changed since then? How much
So,
has it changed since then?
20 years ago, it would have been, more, corporately owned. There's still a heavy corporate presence,
Mhm.
but more so the fact that the gang presence and stuff like that is definitely less significant. There is actually, there didn't used to be as a fanatic,
Cool. Cleaned out all
kind of
the
religion-based community that there is now.
just
It would have been a little bit more rough
silently
around the edges, a
taking
lot
care
closer
of
to
some
San
stuff from the
Francisco.
calamity.
A lot of people
Saturday
don't
night.
mind The
Perfect.
a lot of people don't mind Gus and what he's done simply because he's curbed so much violence. He's almost ruling it with an iron fist in a way that people don't really commit crimes because they're almost afraid to.
Be gay, do crime. Happy Pride Month.
And people are really willing to look past the kind of silly, immature way that he kind of runs the ship because he is so he has made the quality of life so much universally better for just the average person. So he's almost he's pretty highly respected.
But I guess like outside of as far as structural changes, nothing really. Is
Oh no, the city is it was essentially taken over by the resistance, which would have been the system at the time. So it wasn't like deconstructed or reconstructed or anything like that. Physically,
But,
the city is
a lot
really
of the
no
same-
change.
A lot of
Yeah.
the same buildings are there, and
Yes,
nothing-
exactly.
All right. Dagron's gonna look out the window, and a sense of nostalgia is gonna hit him. Gonna remember spending time over at the Brooklyn Bridge with his then girlfriend, and then he'll look towards Madison Square Garden, and
We should start a roller derby team,
remember
man.
that's where he proposed. And then he'll look over towards the Statue of Liberty and just shake his head.
What's Hans doing? Oh, I'm gonna see the people that aren't talking. I guess Jello left, right? I think. Who left?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jello's left. What's
Okay.
Hans doing?
I don't have a whole lot of experience overseas or really outside of our personal little sprawl. So this is all a little bit unusual and strange to me. I'm
Just cutting up and being a wallflower.
A little jet laggy.
a little bit for now, yeah.
Yeah.
Wallflower. Okay. I guess Ben is like playing with her wings and some shit. Kotomo.
No,
I doubt
wings
that
will
the
be
time-
recharging at this point.
I doubt that the time change is a thing here, is it?
Yeah, there is the time change.
Okay.
There's no time zones in the future. Interesting.
Thought we would have done away with that by 2025, but that's just me.
Yeah, we still use the metric system, man.
The metric system.
We still use the English system, not the metric system.
Yeah, I have a friend I went to high school with who got really into it. Tough ass
So-
sport. Let me tell you, you gotta be
Yeah,
in
if you guys
great
don't have any other
shape for that.
questions for him, it is about 4 in the morning. If you guys want to retire for the evening, to now you will officially get your long rest.
We'll do that.
You will actually, everybody will level up as well.
Whoa!
So I don't know if we want to take a minute to kind of figure all that out. I mean, we could end the session early if you guys really want to flesh out your leveling. Otherwise, you can take 10-15 minutes to do that. It's up to you guys.
Increased. I don't think there's anything
I
else.
don't think Carbon's really got the intense leveling up
It
process.
doesn't. It's a lot more toned
There's
down.
no. Is there feats? I don't know if there's feats or not.
Yeah, there are feats. You guys will.
Shit,
I
do we
want to
have
say
a, do we
level
have a,
5 is
do we
the
have a
big one
link
for
to
you
that?
guys.
I just remember looking line up the other day, and my next level is not.
We can do feats. It's a thing. I think in that we can do the feats or character.
Character improvement.
Or ability.
Yeah, at level 4 you get character improvement. At level 5 you get your specialty features.
So it's literally just racing an ability score this time.
Yeah.
Or feats, but I don't know what feats are available in this. Is it?
Wait, it depends on who gets a feat at level 4.
None of us.
Usually,
Not me.
Time out. Feats, or I don't know, feats in D&D, you can forego the ability score improvement and take a feat.
Oh yeah.
instead.
So in this it's different. There's not an
Okay.
option. It's just character
Okay,
improvement.
That's what I was asking. They're feats.
Yeah. So level
Yeah.
4, they kind of do it. They don't make you pick between one or the other, which is kind of nice. Most of you who have feats available will get them at level 5. Your extra attacks, stuff like that, you'll get at level 5 as well. For a lot of people.
So what you're saying is I should just add, what, 2 to one of my abilities?
I'm gonna go on that one. Fuck you. Hey.
I can't remember. I know the hacker gets like you can know one more spell and you can get another use. So I think you go to 4 known spells and 5 uses. Yeah, I don't know them all specifically. I just glazed over it. I didn't think it would be a super involved one. So we can take this like 10, 15 or whatever for everybody to sort that out if you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
Do you still have the PDF for it?
Oh yeah, sorry. I can share it, the entire PDF, in the group.
Perfect.
I have D&D. I have Discord Nitro. I keep forgetting that. So I can like actually.
Yeah, it's a little too big for me.
Hey Palmer, I'm gonna DM.
Let me take a look at that bad mamma jamma. Hey, shoutouts to Dragon Turtle Gaming, by the way. If you like this, hit them up. They made it.
Yeah, and they're constantly. We're diving into all brand new shit right now with the Tokyos and Londons and Manhattans and stuff. There's the rule book right there. That's the edited edition with the most up-to-date rules, so you can download that.
Nice. No yawning allowed. No farting allowed.
Nope.
Why do you see that? Were you
The
like,
gunk one's out. I
awkwardly
will.
blocked?
I'll be right. I'm
What
gonna
was it?
shovel down my food. If you guys have any questions or whatever, DM them to me.
Getting a headache all of a sudden. I'm getting a sinus headache. Actually, I'm gonna squirt some lace next.
No farting out loud, according to Foud. All right, I gotta pick some shit.
Damn it! It's either I increase my 2 abilities by 1, or I go for the arm. Fuck. Either I min-max my character, or I go for flavor, guys. What do you think?
It's up to you. What are you feeling?
Mm-hmm.
I like min-max, but I also like being on flavor. I like both. Let's you know what? I'm gonna check that. All right, min-max is a coin.
There you go. Oh, character improvement. When you reach...
Reach
4th
what?
level. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
next level I get exploit upgrade. That thing's dope. Holy shit. So, having
What's up,
hack
buddy?
mech, I can go for exploit upgrade list. So at level 5, I can hack up to CR6 max.
It's actually pretty cool.
Handy.
I've actually been talking it over with Palmer, and this level I might Daggeron might be changed into something completely different. I'm not exactly happy with the investigator.
Again? Are you just going back to the same thing you were before, which is rogue?
No, we've already got Jello, who's basically the party's rogue, and I'm not really happy with the investigator, so I'm probably just gonna
Don't think of it as class. Think of it as like the role of what they do. Jello's a pilot who also happens to be a rogue. as far as how he fights.
Right. But I only changed to an investigator at Q's suggestion. And
Fine. First for Trouble's really dope. What are you talking about?
well, it's not in line with what I had in mind for my character
You could
when I
be a
built them.
face. I thought that was the thing. You want to be a face, right? You want to be a character, charisma character.
No, that wasn't what I had in mind when I first
then what-
built this character. I wanted to kind of just be a rogue, but then things were going wrong when I was playing the scoundrel, and I'm not particularly happy with the investigator. So I'm just gonna might just change to enforcer.
Melee enforcer? What enforcer? Melee enforcer would be great, but I mean, Palmer's okay with these switch.
Yeah, Palmer and I talked it out.
Okay. Well then, what kind of enforcer?
Could be samurai probably.
Cool. All right, Val Robin.
Well, Val Robin's a daimyo.
He was an enforcer.
No, he's a daimyo. He's specialized in heavy weapon and combat and all that shit.
Or he was an enforcer. He was a man of... All right.
I have a skill I've been forgetting to use. Oops.
Whoops.
Tracking. I can do an extra 1d6 per hit.
The hunter's mark. Literally hunter's mark. Ben, Sixers lost.
I know.
Wah-wah.
They played like shit and the refs suck. Is what it is.
I don't know about the rest, but yeah, they lost.
I have to completely re-roll my hit points though. Thinking on it, because enforcers get D10 a D10
8 plus con
Nice.
mod. Here we go. Terrific.
10 plus my constitution. Oh, 10 plus my constitution modifier is 10, so my con mod is 13 plus 2, that's 15.
Hans, you already have over 20 hit points finally.
Oh, I knew I forgot to do something. Well, I mean, it's an easy level. I literally just dumped 2 points into tech. Done. I didn't really have a big plan for this one.
And
Let me double check how.
So there's like no feat, it's only stat points.
Seems so.
Okay.
No,
8
Well,
plus
that's
con.
you can think of it's essentially the augments are feats. That's
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
yeah,
But now I gotta decide. Yeah.
augments like
I'm guaranteed to be at least 20. Okay, I actually got a decent roll this time.
20
8 plus
dex.
5 is 8 plus 5 is 13, right?
Uh-huh. I'm debating what to throw my stuff into.
Okay.
Do I just dump decks? It's not like it's gonna make me do any more damage. It's just gonna increase my already fairly high to hit.
I went for dex.
Adding 2 to dex increases to hit by how much?
1.
1? Okay.
So it increases my damage with my vibro knife and as well my AC by 1. So I decided to go with that. And my initiative modifier is now up to 7. So that's pretty good.
Ooh. I get an upgrade and a specialty feature next level.
Special two-weapon fighting, or I guess if I'm gonna be Street
If
Samurai
you use the
duel,
katana, you can't use two weapon. I was trying to do
right.
that.
I might go dueling instead.
Yeah, it's a one-hander. I mean, it's a non-light.
Yeah. I'm gonna go dueling instead if I'm gonna be the Street Samurai. I get Action Surge.
Yup. Yeah, you do.
Oh. Also, I get extra attack at level 5.
Yeah, and
Uh-oh.
about delaying action surge, extra attack. Action surge only gives you an extra action, right? Or does it give you an extra attack, right? I think it gives you also an extra attack. I forget. I forget that. What is that?
Action surge, it should be an entire action, whereas extra attack is just attack.
Then you get another extra attack.
At a point in my dexterity, I'll bump it up to 19. Oh, wait. At 4th level, you can increase one ability score by 2, or 2 ability scores by 1. Ah, okay.
Yes, a fighter gets their extra attack when using action surge. So with action surge, we could do 4 attacks. That's
Yep.
sick. Oh, baby.
Want my dexterity?
All right,
to
I finished
20?
my dinner. It was very yummy.
Shake hands with Thief.
Oh shit! Look, they're fighting again.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. We'll have it on. You have it in the.
Looks like Lily's winning.
I don't see your thing. Where
My
do you-
camera? It's on the
Yeah,
ninja.
there it is. Oh yeah, Lily, get him, get him, get him, Lily. Shadar is so passive. I love it.
Right now he is. He's usually not.
Yo,
Usually
this is
he's
so,
the aggressor.
Dude, this is so neat. This is definitely completely new for the hacker. So at level 3, you now can be a robomancer, and
has a friend.
you could have a combat drone or a canine mech programmed to you.
Nice! You essentially just became a ranger.
I don't know if that's might be just like find familiar. Might be a non-combat pet.
Um,
Probably is. Just
you
find
determine the
familiar.
personality. It rolls its own initiative, but you can control it.
Maybe it's
Kind of, if I remember correctly, it works like the warlock pet does.
Yeah. And at level 5, you can use team attack.
that actually is. That's Lily Ranger.
Lily,
Congratulations, Ben.
Lily,
Nah.
hold on.
I'd have to swap. I'd have to rebuild my character. I've already been a combat hacker, and that's part of the reason why I have +8 to hit.
All right. Don't let her beat you up like that, man.
Is Lily too aggressive?
Dude, she's being aggro. This is when she's the most alive and he's the most high. She always wins the nighttime fights.
Yeah.
Alright, I get bonus proficiency. You know, also when you gain proficiency in history. Additionally, make a history check to recall knowledge about bladed weapons. You double your bonus. Not like that'll ever come in handy, but you never know.
Anywho, yeah, no. Action surge with extra attack is lusty. Bam, 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 bam.
Cool.
Bladed damage. You learn how to strike vital organs. Palmer, question: as a street samurai, I don't lose the ability to
Yo,
use
Palmer-
my gun, do I?
Palmer's not here.
Oh, he's not.
And I don't think you do. No, you don't lose your ability to use guns. You can still use guns.
Okay.
And it's a free action to swap weapons. Unless he puts the rule differently, usually it's a free action to swap. Right, Alec? I'm pretty sure. If I
I
remember.
think that's how we've always been rolling it.
Huh?
It's a free action to swap guns or weapons.
It's a free interaction. It takes up that. You get one per turn.
Right. Whenever you hit with a melee attack, you roll an additional damage die. Interesting.
Have you tried blasting? If you haven't, I'd recommend it. It might help out in the long run.
I mean, I can still use
No,
a
I'm
gun.
saying, no, I'm saying.
Oh, I gotta change my skills around. Because I'm no longer double proficient in a lot of the things I used to be.
You might want to start using heavy armor too. You hear me smoking?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, you might want to use some heavy armor.
Acrobatics. Alright. So, I'm ready to move on when you guys are.
Yeah, same.
Yo, Palmer's about to be rich as fuck with the safe moon squeeze. Or something.
Palmer, are you about to be rich like me too?
No,
Alright,
he got
sorry,
like
I'm back.
400 million safe moon tokens, dude. He's about to be.
Oh yeah,
He's about
did
to.
you see
He's
that?
about to buy a private jet.
They're starting to. They're like, we're about to squeeze Safe Moon. The issue is Safe Moon has such a high market cap that it would take literally a gazillion dollars to squeeze it. But whatever.
Alright.
If it crash and burns, it'll be hilarious. If it goes to the moon, I'll be rich. So either way, it's gonna be humorous.
True.
Let's see. It is currently up to. It's actually
Wait,
gone
wait.
down. Since I checked last. So.
Is the pre-market looking like shit again? Are we taking another nosedive for tomorrow?
I have to look at futures.
The stock market's been shit lately. It's,
Yeah, last week there was a Fed talk, so everybody was kind of worried that the Fed would be like, all right, we're raising inflation. But they actually said, no, sorry, we probably won't raise inflation for the rest of the year.
Oh, you
So,
didn't-
Interest.
Dead cap time?
yeah, so on Thursday and Friday, everything got a lot better after that. But the days leading up to that, everyone was real cautious.
Already fucking tanked.
What's up?
That went down almost 1.5%.
Yeah, over the week it did.
Friday alone went down 1.5.
Oh yeah, so what happens is people will pull money out of those big indexes and start to put it back into small caps once they knows that inflation's not coming.
Yeah. Interest
So
rate.
it'll,
It's just a shuffle. That's all that is.
exactly. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Once you start seeing double digits, that's when you need to start worrying. But let me look at futures really quick.
All right, Palmer. You know what? Hey, if I ever said, hey, here's 10K, do something with it, would you be comfortable with that, or is that 2%?
It depends, right? So like what I always recommend people, because like what I do is day trading, primarily options day trading mostly. Usually you get good returns, but if you're looking to like invest and have like compounding interest, it's better to just invest it into something like the Dow or the S&P or something like that. I that's what I do currently actually. So I manage money for a group of people.
All right, you're already doing that. All right, never mind then.
Yeah, so it doesn't like bother me. You know what I mean? It's a little nerve-wracking when you're playing with other people's money though. But
Yeah, just get a safe index fund. Fuck it. Throw it all in
yeah, that's what I
Vanguard.
always recommend. Throw your money into the S&P. It returns between 8 and 11% a year, and what you get from those returns, put it back into the S&P. And if you keep doing that, after the end of like, let's say that you average like $500 a year that you put into it or whatever, after like 30 years with compounding interest based on average returns, you're looking at like 300K, 500K, something like that by retirement.
Yeah, remind me to set that up this year if I get a new job. Actually, the job I'm looking at, I might have to like pull out of fucking around with stocks, which would be a bummer, but
I don't even know.
is what it is.
Yeah, futures are actually all green.
You know what that means?
That's
Which means that that's a bullish sentiment going into the week. The Dow future contracts are actually up by 1.5%, which would wipe out pretty much the week's losses.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, I like to see that.
Me too.
Homer,
Yeah, me too. I hate having to in bear markets. I can still do well, but it's a lot harder. You have to be like way more cautious. So instead of taking like 10 to 15 trades a day, I'll take like 2, and I'll just like really load them up if they end up being good. Like I'll get into one with a small size. If it starts to go my direction, I'll load, and then cash out after an hour or so and be like, all right, that's it for the day. Whereas in hot markets, I can just take a little here, take a little here, take a little here.
Like, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like you just went to the fucking casino. Literally just went to the casino. Like
that's well, and I try to tell people that like, I relate it a lot to poker. Like when you're in a winning trade, a lot of people like, let's say that you buy a shares and it goes up. A lot of people will immediately sell, right? But you got to think of like, let's say you're playing poker and the 5th card gets drawn out and hold'em, and you realize you have a really strong hand. Well, you're selling at that point, right? Because the trade's going your way and you were right, and you're like, okay, I was right, I'm a sell. But instead you realize that you're winning. In poker, what would you do? Seeing that you fucking all in, you load up, right?
Or whatever. You try to play, whatever.
Exactly. You try to get as much money out of that winning hand as you can.
Max value rather than
Exactly. You want to pump. Once you realize that, like, oh shit, yeah, this is a good ass hand, you want to squeeze every dime out of it. So a lot of people, it'll get you to, like, sometimes I can make my whole day on Friday. I made $800 of my $1,200 week. I made it on one trade on Tesla on Friday.
Yep.
And I was like, sometimes when you're in those spots, you just load up because you're like, this is a winner. I'm going to make it a bigger. And what you can do is, like, as it goes your way, you can make it stop you out at where you entered. So you risk gaining nothing or gaining big as opposed to losing anything because you get stopped out at break even. That's generally what I like to do when it's hot. When in hot markets, you can do that way more often, though. You can load into, like,
just
everything has
ride the
follow
climbs. Like I was actually doing a bit of that this week with some stuff. Just load up on shares, rises 10, 15, 20 cents, peel it right off.
Yeah, I've been streaming all my day trading in the morning, dude. It's for the most viewers I've ever had.
Yeah, because everyone
What?
thinks it's easy money.
Degenerates down there. I swear to God, all these people, and they're asking all these questions. Like, I have no idea what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, I've been averaging like 200 viewers over like the last week.
So what you're saying is I should be a stonk streamer and just lose
Dude,
all my
it's really,
fake money.
I don't know. It's weird because
Bits, your analytics of bits and subscriptions, are they up?
Subs are up, but I don't know that they're up because remember I haven't streamed like video game stuff in like months, right? So I'm back at like 100 and something subs, which is kind of where I was at during my partner push. So I don't know that one is actually more lucrative sub and bits wise than the other, just because I haven't been doing the others. So I don't know if
I just see those like extra 100 people just being like, yo, I'm gonna pick this brain to make money, not
exactly, and that's fine, and that's what I expected, right? So when people do give subs or whatever, I'm like, why are you guys doing this? I'm literally, making like in a trade in front of you, I made $200, and you're like, I'm gonna give this guy $5. Like it doesn't really, that doesn't really make sense.
You did good thing, guys.
Yeah.
$5 tip.
See, you should start charging for fucking. If I made you money, you owe me like 2%.
Yeah, somebody was like, what you need to do is utilize Twitch's sub-only stream thing, and I was like, I don't care that much. I guess you can like broadcast only to subs. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's literally it's sub-block content. TYT does it. It's
I
like
personally think that's a dick move, but
you're trying to throw out Patreon that has that or whatever that had where they had like on Patreon
All
sub
right,
only.
just put all of your hot stock tips on your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Hot top stocks.
Some people will come in and be like, I want to see your skunk. And I'm like, okay. And they'll be like, fuck yeah. And then they'll leave. And I'm like, I don't know if that's somebody who likes stocks or just skunks or video. I have no idea who some of these people are now. Whereas like my video game community, I'm pretty familiar with.
Yeah, we know
Yeah, I know, because they're our homies, right? We've known them for years.
What we doing? We good, guys? Everyone here? I'm ready.
I've been ready. I wanted to.
You were the one that had the most to change. I was just asking. Are you ready?
I'll take that as a yes.
Alex seems fine. Yeah.
Lily is, skunks eat bugs. They fuck with bugs heavy. Lauren has been so fascinated with catching bugs and feeding them to her, and Lily loves it. She's back there, like, opening the door so that bugs fly in, and then the skunk catches them and eats them. I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing?
You let all the bugs in the house and she's
She's
not
like,
gonna get
look,
all.
she just ate a cicada and a spider. I'm like, gross, dude. Anyways.
Anywho.
Yeah, if you guys are ready, we got at least like another 40 minutes or so that we can flesh out some more shit.
Yeah, sorry, I was just peeling off prints.
I'm not gonna get the arm done, so I'm good on that for now. I'm
Okay.
gonna. Hey, anyone else have any burning desires to do in Manhattan? Otherwise, I'm gonna ask for some thrill shit.
I mean, if this Gus guy is assuring that like we can walk out of this office and nothing's gonna happen to us, I'd like to try to find somebody that can possibly install an implant, or not an implant, an augment.
Okay. There also is.
And I might try to see if I can. I might try to hit up the street vendors and see if I can find a new melee weapon or something.
You have the katana, dude. That thing is dope. I wouldn't get anything different.
Well, just in case the katana's not cutting it.
Unless they added one, like the katana is like the top tier melee.
I
weapon.
think that the supplement book, the companion book that has the Manhattan and London stuff in it, might have a new melee weapon in it. I'm not 100% sure.
Not in. I mean, there's a sword cane. But it's the same damage as the katana.
Holy shit! Imagine me walking around with a sword cane. Swish, bonk.
I think the London has the more robust weapons shop. Here, let me thumb.
Where's this? You can look for stuff. Is it the thing you saw it, or is it's the?
I saw it on Trove, but Trove is down.
Yeah, it's a secondary book. Here, I'll
People will sub to access your content.
let
Dan.
me.
It's tricky.
And I
She
probably
didn't-
and
What kind of bug was it?
I'll probably look for some armor too.
Yeah, she doesn't like to be picked up. Okay, here you go. I posted the. This is the equipment and weapons that are in. In this area.
The
And-
molecular sword key.
And this is the gear. As far as like the it will be like your helmets and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
The safety rig. That's fun.
There's also
You're essentially Doc Ock.
yeah.
Wait, what is this? What is the Scepter of the Faithful?
That's that's for the religious, cause so in
He's talking about-
New York there is additional like origins, and one of them is able to use that weapon because they are of like a religious faction here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what's the new background? Let me tell you. There's one for each area. There's an origin. There's a class as well called the
Ooh, what's the new
Labrat.
class?
Ain't nothing for me here, sadly.
Oh yeah. Oh, I skipped it.
Feels bad, man.
I think it's called the Labrat.
Gonna redesign these jars real quick. Container 60 by 90. Would you want smaller? 60 by 60.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want a 60 by 60?
Oh,
and
I'm
a
sorry.
60 by
So
90?
no, it's just an origin.
Yeah, I'm
So
just
yeah, they're essentially modified, like experimented on, people who were experimented on in labs.
I can do 60 by 120.
Nope.
That's real big, though.
I'm trying to see if they have anything cool.
Okay.
Your grotesque appearance causes people to feel uneasy. You have -2 to your people score.
Damn. Nice. I'm guessing you get like. crazy-
Thanks for calling me out like that, bud. Really makes me feel good about
That's just your
myself.
personality, Kotomo. You can always change that if you choose. I'm pretty sure we could download a new one.
Not
Download a
really.
new one, yeah.
Damn.
No bullshit.
Can't believe it. My own goddamn house.
But yeah, Palmer, if there's gonna be like some level of assurance that you know, I'm not gonna get shot the moment I walk out those doors.
Yeah, you wouldn't be. You guys are essentially provided protection right now by the system, which yeah, nobody was really interested in crossing.
Fucking
Yo, we're the hookers and blow at, dude. Come on, let's do it.
They do have so there's like concerts, theater. Broadway is obviously really big.
I mean, we're in New York. I would hope Broadway's big.
You can go to Madison Square Garden to watch the combat. You can partake in
I
the
would do
combat.
that. I'd be that would definitely. I would take a day out. I wouldn't participate, but I'd definitely watch it at least one day. Hell yeah.
Okay, let me.
I'm pretty sure you have some nice seats, right? Some VIP shit.
Yeah, they actually cost for what it would quote unquote be the good seats, 1,000 wonlons with your system discount, which is 99%.
Really, you still charging us? Shit.
Yeah, 99% markdown too, and it still costs 1,000.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
People gotta make a living somehow.
yeah. All
Why
this shit
charge
here is
that?
all this shit here is way expensive. You guys don't get a discount on the weapons though,
Can I
and the
get a
armor, and
discount
that shit is not cheap.
Can I get a discount on the augment?
The augmentation would cost you standard prices. That wouldn't
Son of a
differentiate.
bitch. Okay. I just want to get the quick and reflex augment if possible.
Okay, that would be
100k, I think.
yes. That's a tier 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quicken reflexes. Yep. Yeah, 100k. Gain a +5 to initiative and +2 to reflex.
Awesome. And that'll take about 10 hours, you said?
Yeah, that'll take 12. That'll take a half day.
Okay.
So let
What,
me.
what is that? What is that? Is that
that-
brain? That's a mind.
Quicken
slot?
reflexes is a neural.
That's a
Yeah.
neural.
Does that go? You can stack with HUD. HUD is stackable. That's right.
Neuralink is stackable. Yeah. HUD is
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
HUD and Neuralink is all stackable.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't think that adds to my blood toxicity, does it?
That's
Yeah,
the
tier 0, anything that's tier 0 or unique and that they can stack with higher tiers. Yeah. I'm sorry, what did you ask for?
I don't think that adds to my blood toxicity. does
What's
it?
what's your con mod?
My con is 3. My con mod is 3. My con is 17.
Okay, so you would that's blood tox of 1.
Blood tox of 1. Okay.
Yeah, and you have a total of 6.
Yeah, I'm riding my line pretty hard currently.
I'm currently sitting on 3 because I think the holographic disguise also gave me some blood toxicity.
What level is that? 2?
I think it's 2. I don't know if that's right or not though.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's the same tier, I think.
Holographic disguise is tier 2. So yeah,
Oh.
that you would have 3 blood dogs total.
Awesome. I'm still good.
Alrighty. So yeah, let's say that you all reconvene after your full rest, back in front of back in front of Gus here. With your intentions. Before you head out, he lets you know that the 1K free actually won't be taking place for not today, but the next day. So if you did want to watch or participate in that, you could the following day. Also, hold on, I have a list of everything's like on this document scheduled. So yeah, you guys could do that. It doesn't cost anything to enter. The reward is 10 million wonlons if you win, which is pretty dicey. There is also a distillery here. This is where Jim Diamonds, which is like the biggest and baddest.
Hello. Hello's gonna be there all the time.
They are. This is where their distillery is.
Jim
so a lot of
Diamonds
people-
Jim Diamonds was the one place where I did that history check for as a bartender,
Yeah.
right?
Do they do tours?
They do tours.
I probably
Do I get
after I got the
fire miles here? Can I get a card?
Yeah, they are. I'm double checking all the dates and everything. I have to scroll up for each one individually. But yeah, that one runs all through the week. So yeah, you could do that on the weekdays, which is now.
I would have
How much does that
I would've-
cost?
Tell you. 20,000 wonlons. So not
I would have
crazy
fronted
expensive.
that because I would have gone with Jello on that.
Okay.
I would have fronted
me-
that. Wait, is it 20,000 per person?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's money.
Yeah, I'm gonna be buying some other alcohol, but I don't think I need to handle that right this second. I'll just make sure it's handled by the time it matters.
True.
I'm sitting on a cool 900,000 at the moment.
Yeah, that's basically what I use
So,
YouTube for. YouTube
Yeah,
is a nice
I'll
backup.
front that for
And also, I have some
over
exclusive content
3/4
on there
of the
that I'm
game,
just
so I
waiting
can
to
handle it.
release. Discord, YouTube, and Twitter. They're my
Well, like,
3 most active
As
links.
a bartender, this is my treat.
All right.
Like I should probably pick up some stuff from my bar back home anyway. So we got some Jim Diamonds here, but not the good shit.
The hidden gun thing? I don't even see that. It's tier 4?
Tier 3.
I don't see the hidden gun.
It's called like Reggie some weird shit. Augmentation.
Reggie.
Reggie in the full
Uh,
effect.
Let's see it.
That's the name of the next vehicle.
No, it would have to be Reggie and the
Sticks and
generators.
Oh.
Riggering.
Reggie in the full
anti-personality.
effect is James DeWeese from the Get Up Kids.
Yeah. Cool.
I went and saw Reggie in the full effect with fucking Matt, dude.
Before me and Jello go on this tour, anybody else want to join us? My treat. Hans,
What? For what?
the
They're going on the
tour,
distillery tour?
The Jim Diamond store.
I don't think I'll care. That's a little snore for my teeth.
I figured Hans probably would have jumped on that. Is Strat here?
I don't know. You might have stepped away.
Yep, just been making noise. I'm just making sure I don't bleed over. I've been listening the whole time.
Jesus, bro.
I've probably spoken up once or twice and forgotten I was muted, but I remembered that time as soon as I heard my name.
Gaming.
Gaming indeed. Did you wanna Hans? Did you wanna come up with us on the tour?
Why not?
Yeah, my treat. So I'll shell out a 60,000 for that.
Okay.
Bring me to 880. We get free booze at the end of the tour, though, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, there is. Let me double check. There's actually a whole section about it. Okay, yeah. So you guys would get the good synthetic. Oh no, never mind. That's Tokyo. Oh, back.
And I think that's just how it is at the end of.
Okay,
the
yep.
end of all
So,
grocery stores, right?
That is. I'm sorry.
That's just the way that that they handle all brewery tours.
Usually you get like it's kind of like almost like wine tasting, where you don't load up with enough to get drunk. They just give you.
You're
like,
supposed to
samples.
spit it on the floor.
Or in a cup or whatever. Yeah.
On
On
the
the floor. What the fuck, dude?
That's
Look,
why he's banned from wine doors.
Look. If you're at a goddamn shit ass winery, like most of these places, you fucking spit it on the goddamn floor.
Sure, why not? Sounds like a savage thing to do. I love
Put
it.
it on the floor.
Of course, I come fast. I got fish to catch.
Jimmy, I gotta redo this. I need to. Yeah, I mean, not redo it, but I need to just go over it. There's so much extra content in here. Like in each area, it's got like
All the content, bro.
it's got like 10 different little quest lines and like entertainment and all kinds of shit.
Well, tell me the entertainment. He would know about that. Is this Manhattan?
What? Yes,
mean-
yes.
I mean, is there anything that I would know from being here 20 years ago that I can point?
I'm not really asking. I'm asking the guy because I want to know what he knows and see if we can get like a discount. I'm trying to like get the he's on the pulse right now. You know what I'm saying, Smokes?
Right.
Probably has more.
Yeah, here you go. Music gig, concert tickets, Hollow Arena, music spectacular, movie tickets, competing in the cybernetic combat, watching the cybernetic combat. Yeah, so the front row tickets are usually 500,000 won-lons. You guys get them for 2 prices down, which is 1,000.
I'll get it.
For that's to watch, and that takes place tomorrow. Then you also have theater tickets on Broadway, opera, art gallery, and an exquisite massage.
What's showing on Broadway right now?
Well, I'm getting a massage. Fuck that. Hell yeah, that sounds great.
Alright. You can do that while the others do their winery
Oh
tour
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Dope. Getting a massage. Hell yeah. Is there a happy ending at the end?
No, but it does give you a +5 to reflex for
For a day, probably.
It sounds super legit and super helpful unless we don't get in any combat within 24 hours or whatever.
72 hours.
Can I
72 hours is a good
drag
window, actually.
Can I drag Hans to a
72 hours is
brothel?
good. Can you what?
Can I drag Hans to a brothel?
You can go to the it's not called a brothel. It's called the Lady Palace that Gus had mentioned previously. Yeah, and you guys can get in with Gus. I mean, he's
I'll be there. I'll be down.
all right.
That place was previously called the Hookery.
Okay. So wait, are you guys gonna wait for me, or are you guys gonna go without? I'll catch up with you guys later. You're probably still be there later after you get to the side.
Yeah, so massages give you +5 reflex for 72 hours.
All right, how
So
much
you'll-
does that cost?
3,000
Legit
one
game
month.
mechanic, I love it.
Yeah,
Humber,
it
did you come up with this on your own, or is this an actual part of the?
some of it I came up with. Some of it, all the entertainment I listed is in the book.
All right, I'm getting myself a massage and I'm getting myself a happy ending afterwards. I'll go to the other place.
Okay. So, and then as far as the
I want you to
There's
jerk me off.
there's
Just
something at the end of the distillery. too,
dry hand
like a
job
bonus that
staring
it gets.
straight into my eyeballs.
Fuck that shit. How much is the hookery?
The hookery is free. You guys can go and just
Oh,
RP
yeah.
there as much as you want. There's no added bonuses or anything, but Gus is
I'll
like
leave it.
I love
the
that we're
kingpin
calling
of
it
the
the
place.
Hookery.
I'll leave it behind closed doors. I'll just imagination time, whatever.
I love that we're calling it the old name.
I definitely go for the 2-for-1 special. For free. 2 for none special. There you go.
Sorry, Kios, I accidentally X'd out of the. location there.
I'm so offended. Oh, I'm so hurt.
No, I'm just thinking you might have to fix it.
That's why we did it. It doesn't fix it. They're all their own separate sources. So When he sets it up, the source stays there. So when you come back, it'll be the same source.
Yep. If not, I can just solo link this. This is easy fix.
It's easy.
This is so difficult. Just kidding.
All right, so we'll go ahead and so while Knives has opted to hit up the massage, you can go ahead and you just jot down that massage effect for yourself. The two of you who are going to the distillery, we have
3 of us, because I thought I took Hans on.
oh, Hans is coming as well. Okay, so that means that Kotomo would be waiting for I guess Hans to finish this before they head to the brothel, which gives Knives time to finish his massage as well, so they can all gang up. So at the distillery, you guys walk in. It's this beautiful, like, while everything in the city looks extremely ornate and decorated and, you know, high tech, the distillery almost intentionally has a kind of rustic feel to it. It is what looks to be like a large repurposed factory. Now, as you guys walk through what is a giant singular rectangular glass door that takes actually quite a bit of strength. Jello will, you know, tug on it as it gets the door open, but it's probably a 13-foot wide entrance. This door is massive. And you go through, and immediately Jello would be familiar. You get this, the beautiful fragrance of just like that oaky, distilled wood scent that comes with the whiskeys and the scotches.
Oh shit, I
And-
wouldn't be familiar with that?
You would, but he's the one who opened the door.
Gotcha.
All down the hall, you see, just like in this picture here, just glass walls lined with bottles on display. For as far as the eye can see down this hall, probably, you know, a good football field length, just walls of glass with bottles. And you know, these bottles, being Jim Diamond, they're pretty much the top of the line globally.
Kind of like coming home, right?
At the end of the
Jello?
At the end of the hall, you have a what looks to be immediately you guys can tell she's a synth. She speaks with a female tone, but she has, like, you know, no hair or skin or anything. She's very android-esque in that sense. As you guys walk to greet her, she, you know, very robotically says, "Hello and welcome to the tour. May I please have your tickets?" And she would extend her hand for the tickets that you had previously purchased, Dagger.
Yeah, I'll give them there.
Okay. She scans them above her eye line, as if she was like waving them individually, 1, 2, 3 in front of her eyes. Her eyes kind of flash, blink for a bit, and then she, you know, smiles at you and says, "Right this way." And she takes you where you can see almost a roped hallway. But you know, you could imagine the roping would be the tour or what have you that the general public would pay to see. However, she diverts you guys. You guys follow her into another door, which is actually off to the side, not roped off. And she says, "Please, this is the way that I would have companions of Gus follow me through." And she pushes open the door, and you guys are actually within the factory itself. Just explosion of a room, huge facility. You see these massive golden bells that are, you know, you guys would be familiar with the distilling process. Quickly, 2 more synths that look identical to her appear at either side of you guys, each holding a bottle, one of them holding 2, and you all receive 1 bottle of Gin Diamond, which, whenever you decide to drink it, for 72 hours will give you +5 to performance and intimidation, but a -5 to reflex. So you guys can all add that to your inventory.
That's a big dump. Oh shit.
Let's do
That's real
2.
I think it would be good in like in a scenario where you're like, I'm gonna chug this, then intimidate this NPC kind of thing, right? Like in combat, maybe not so much.
No, dude, that's pretty. Then the intimidation doesn't go well, and you get into a fight. Well, fuck.
Yeah, and then your reflex is pretty shit. It's topical.
I forgot to ask, how much does the nano kit heal?
For the enhanced one, I think is the one
Yeah.
you guys got, right? That would be 44 + 4.
Thank you.
44.
You said -2 to
Minus
reflex or
5.
-5?
-5 to reflex. +5 to intimidate and performance. -5 to
Oh,
reflex.
+5. I thought you said +2. Oh no. That's actually
Oh
good.
yes.
Okay, so you guys progress down. You were given, not having to open the bottles that you've currently been given, which you guys can immediately tell based on, your own individual android escorts and whatnot, how they approached you, knowing that, you came from as companions of Gus, or, with Gus's blessing. You guys are given the gorgeous tour, the big tour. You walk through the facility. You're allowed to step over barriers. You're allowed to. She literally pours you a glass from a very rustic. They still use the wooden oaken barrels and stuff. She gives you each individually a glass from that, so you can drink some of it now. Sip on it. You wouldn't receive any of the effects, so don't have to worry about that, unless you choose to, have multiple glasses, the equivalent of what bottles were. But you go through, you see this facility for all it is. Everywhere you look seems to just stretch on farther than you can't even see the ends of it. This building is so massive. But for the size of it, you guys notice that it operates almost quietly. Distilleries, usually you have like this loud, almost like a loud washing cycle that's going on. Well, this place is almost like a quiet hum, where you guys can comfortably hear each other talking. The synth in front of you gives you a brief history of Jim Diamond and how he came to be, his ancestors who stretch all the way back to, the real olden era of 2020, and how the family came to be in such power, and how Jim, the great grandson, manages to come up with his own blend that quickly takes over.
Like a pandemic.
Being that it is the paramount bottle of alcohol in the world, the information you're given is insightful and eye-opening, and you can appreciate it. Daggeron being a bartender, and Jello being a connoisseur of the finer things. After you guys make it
And
through
the not so fine ones.
Yeah, take what you can get. You guys manage to get to the very end, and at the end of this tour, she says, "Let me show you something that we generally don't show the public." And she pulls you into this room here, and it is a really for the size of the building, this is a very tight room. It almost feels like like what would be a technical storage area. And you see these extremely high compression tanks, these what looks like almost a small pressure cooker with these large funnels that look almost like clarinets, with different air holes that you would put your fingers over. And this room actually has quite a bit of noise to it. You can hear it almost like a tea kettle, the hushing of the tea kettle, and the whistling of the tea kettle. And as you get nearest to the end of it, she reaches out her hand to kind of beckon towards the instruments in this room, and she says, "This is where we are working on our brand new patented liqueur. It has not yet been released, but I will allow each of you a taste of it here." And she, using this tea kettle pressure cooker looking device, pours each of you a glass, and she says, "This is the Jim Diamond Black." So all of you guys have a taste of it. You are like, damn, this is, if there was as angelic a scotch or a whiskey in the world, this is it. This is something that you're almost worried that it's so good you might never be able to drink the other product again. And she goes into the back and she pulls out a single bottle for all of you of the Jim Diamond Black. And Jim Diamond Black, one of you can choose to add it to your inventory or whatever. You guys can divvy it up however you will.
On it.
Jim Diamond
So,
Black.
wait, she gives us one bottle, or she gives each of us one bottle?
She gives you the group one bottle to share.
I'll hold on to it.
Okay. So Jim Diamond Black is going to give you +1 permanently to any of the abilities or any of your ability scores you choose.
Oh.
Now, as long as you have it in your possession, once you have drank it, to gain the benefit of +2 to your ability score for 72 hours, you no longer have the +1 either. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Well, we have it.
So if we were to spread out the alcohol amongst the party.
Hold on a
Like-
second.
That's actually really good. Plus
No,
one permanent.
He's saying that if while you hold it and don't consume it, you automatically have a forever +1 bonus until you consume it to get a +2 for a short period of time, and then it goes away.
Oh,
So
so
It's
I'm
weird.
so
makes no sense. It's odd. I don't know what the fuck Balmer's doing here, but that's some weird shit. But yeah, no, it's goofy.
so wait because I'm the one holding the bottle, I get a +1 to an ability score.
Supposedly.
Yes.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
Hans, Jello, you guys okay with that?
Yeah, if you split it, you would lose the effect. So as long as you have the entire bottle.
I want to make sure that this is okay with Hans and Jello.
Yeah, so it's you guys are gonna have to now if it changes hands, the effect follows it. So you guys can use that however you will.
All right.
+1 as in like not mod, but just +1, right?
Yeah, 1 to the stat. So if it's odd, it becomes even. And that's
Exactly. To the stat itself. Yep.
Damn it. That'd been great for me, but well, I already this too late. Already figured it out.
But you guys okay with me holding this?
I don't need it.
You're not here.
Fair.
So you guys
Trad.
can you guys can
Trad,
accept that.
Trad.
Don't need it. My bad. You're good. Keep it. I got sauce.
Oh, okay.
I don't Trad's with us though.
No,
Now
Trad's
here.
with.
It's
Trad's
Trad,
being,
Jello, and Daggeron. Hans, Jello, Daggeron.
And Jello, you have no objections? Alec?
Huh?
I was saying, do you have any objections to me holding on to this?
Oh yeah, I
Plus
was
one.
basically just saying like, we'll work this out later.
Alright. I'll hold
Basic
on to it
idea
now.
is you paid for the ticket, but that bottle's worth more than the ticket, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
not at that.
Yeah, I mean,
particular
this
moment.
is you guys are in possession of something that doesn't really exist elsewhere. It's probably safe to assume Gus might have a bottle or two himself, but you're getting the premier experience.
Right. I'll hold on to it now and just put +1 on my constitution. I could actually use it.
Yeah, this is actually a real thing in the book too. So here, let me post the picture of it.
That's weird. It's one of those books, but like different. It's one of those skill books.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, there you go.
And Diamond Black.
They did like a whole picture on it and everything. Yeah.
Are we gonna have to take a oath of secrecy or some shit before we leave this
No.
this factory?
No, you guys. After receiving that, you've finish what's in your glass. As you do, you're almost sad that you didn't savor it a little bit longer. But you do all leave the facility much more educated. I would say that if you ever make history checks in the future on Jim Diamond specifically, we'll probably give you advantage or something. But yeah, you're much more educated, definitely a little bit more inebriated, but now in possession of some really high.
Thank you for the follow. Super
sought after, coveted
appreciated.
liquor.
Y'all so
especially
generous
the
tonight. I
bottle of
gotta
black
say.
in its functional
would it-
use.
How much would it cost to get a case of Jim Diamond? Like
A
just regular
case?
Jim Diamond.
They're
Yeah,
about
case of Jim.
A bottle itself is about 100,000 won. So if we assume that a case was 12, it would be,
1,200,000.
yeah, over a million.
If I wanted to get like 6 of that sent back to San Francisco,
6 would be. Yeah, 6 would be 600k. So you'd pay 600k won for it, and then you'd have the shipping or whatever. You could just, chalk up
I
to.
might talk to Skippy about that before I get swing.
About what? What would I do anything about that?
Well,
What?
charging it to the
Oh,
to the
hell no.
legacy card.
Really? Do you have to ask? No. What? You're gonna bring that to your bar and sell it? Like fuck you.
Yeah, the Jim Diamond Black is worth Oh, it doesn't have a price.
Doesn't have a price?
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not listed, so
Like
I'll make
this
one up.
is
later.
like a magic item I haven't like this.
It's essentially, I mean, that's essentially what it is. You know, they're trying to. It sounds like in the book they're trying to repurpose what would be, you know, like your
Stone of
real
good
life
luck.
items.
There's the
It's like
skill.
a stone of good luck.
No. There's something called a skill book, and if you read over so many period of times and continuing, don't stop. You gain 2 into a permanent increase that can go above 20.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Any
what's
way
up,
you can go
Crimson?
above 20 other than,
How are
other
you,
than
friendo?
other magical items.
Happy
but that's
Sunday
permanent increase
night.
that can't be taken away unless
Hope
by
you're
magical means
doing well.
by a spell of some sort.
Little
Yeah,
tiny
it's pretty
kiosks
clever what
in
they've
the
done with some of this stuff. Now
corner.
that I'm reading over it, they're definitely trying
I
to
gotta try and get this Niji Sanji
incorporate
stuff done
magical
this
items in a
week.
more
And a
ordinary
bunch
sense.
of stuff with Alfina.
Definitely gonna have to sit down with the rest of the party and see who gets hold this.
Yeah, and the fact that the effect follows it means that you can trade hands and strategic situations if necessary. But
We'll never show that to anyone. They would want to steal that shit right away.
yeah. So that will conclude your tour. You guys are picked up by a system vehicle right outside. You all kind of stagger into it a little bit more wobbly than when you initially exited the vehicle. And before long, you return back to Gus's office here. You also return. He looks up from his desk. You can still hear the shitty laughter of his sitcom. You see about 2 or 3 more empty bags of snacks have kind of accumulated on his desk in front of him, as he seems to be real nonchalantly not doing a whole lot. But he looks up to you guys, and he, I know that look, and I know that smell.
Jello, by the way, is about halfway through the regular bottle of Jim Diamonds you got
Okay.
at the place.
And he says, "Hey, you guys go to Jim Diamonds? I know that smell.
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
Just the amount of
you have
things
good
we have to
taste,
get
my
done
friends,
this week.
Good taste. That is whew.
Well, I have to get
Oh
done
man,
for
hopefully
you.
they gave you the
And I gotta-
the special treatment.
If you need
And he
help
kinda,
with
like,
the
winks at you guys.
tutorial and the
Mhm.
channel intro,
Yeah,
I will
that's
help
good
as much as I can.
That's
Yeah,
what I
we
like
got
to
it,
hear.
alright.
That's
When was
what I
that,
like to hear.
When was that factory installed here? I don't remember it the last time I was here.
Oh, Jim Diamonds has been here. I mean, it's used to be a lot smaller than it is now, a lot lesser version of itself, but it's been here a while. I would say.
Yeah,
at
now
least
I hear you.
40, 45 years.
I'm
it's
hoping
only
to hear back
recently
from Brighton and his
taken
boss
over
this
as
week.
the
Jesus Christ, I
juggernaut of
need that
alcohol it's
so bad.
become within the last 5 or so. And I don't know how long they've been working on their special project, but I got to assume that that's very recent, because they would have let me know. I hope. And then he
This
Where are we at?
he turns back over. So you guys, Knives would now be rejoining, arriving right maybe 15, 20 minutes after they did from your massage. Visually on your face,
Hi.
you're looking, the wrinkles almost have dissipated from your brow as you show up a new man, refreshed, a little bit more sprightly, if you will. Kotomo, who is, comes down from upstairs, has the look in her eye that means what everybody knows it means. Gus looks up to catch her gaze and says, "Hey, you guys going to my lady spot?"
Goddamn right I am. You got a problem with that?
He says, "Nope, no, I don't." And he kind of brushes the chips off of his chest. And he stands up and he kind of like fixes his shirt. He says, yeah, I figured, what kind of host would I be if I didn't give you guys the, if I didn't escort you there. No pun intended, you know what I'm saying. And he looks to both of his droids, who have, you guys haven't seen them move a centimeter since. And he says, "Hey, fellas, well, keep an eye on the place, will you?" And he kind of laughs to himself, knowing that, he controls them through his neural impulse. And he escorts you guys out the front of the building.
All right, do we want to end it here?
Yeah, we do. I have maps that I want to set up for the combat and all that stuff as well. So
Yep, there's a comment. The whorehouse.
no.
Yes,
The,
we're banging whores, literally and figuratively.
damn, dude, what kind of
Yee-hoo!
what kind of Witcher 3 shit is this?
Come on, Roach.
Yeah, that's the whorehouse.
God.
Wait. Can we go back to the whorehouse so I can dunk on the bucket kids playing some Gwent?
Gwent. I love Gwent, dude.
Dude, that's the best part of
really
Witcher
is.
3 is like beating up on children in Gwent and taking their cards and money.
Yeah, it was a blast. I actually played. They made like a Gwent like a standalone thing for a while.
Yeah, it's an actual card game along those
Yeah,
lines.
audition, and
Yeah,
I'll
I
help
played
with whatever
the
I
heck out of
can.
that for a while, but I eventually fell out of it.
No worries, do your thing. Yo, what's up, Turtle? How are you?
Hey,
Welcome to
everyone. I
the
was
stream.
so
Thank you so
distracted,
much
I'm
for
gonna have a
taking
really
time
cool
out of your
session
day to
back
swing
for-
by and
for,
see
by
us.
the end of the night.
Very appreciated.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
So me, Hans, and Jello went to the brewery.
Yep.
Now Jello, Hans, and Kotomo are going to the hookery.
Excuse you, they're only hookers when they're dead.
You guys are going. Yeah. The ones that are going are
I was waiting for
having a
Palmer to be
full-
like, yeah, they're only hookers when they're dead. They're called
Jello,
escorts when
Hans,
they're alive.
Kotomo, I believe Knives as well. So you would be the only person abstaining from the facility. Gus would be also be accompanying them.
Man, I can go. I'm
Well, I can if you want.
I'm just
Yeah.
noting that Hans is just having a full ass day. It seems.
Yeah, everybody enjoy Manhattan, especially while you have the
Black card.
the power of Gus as well. But yeah, I actually I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta feed this skunk, and I'm gonna go, drop a deuce. So
Nice, have a good shit, bud.
always a good session. I don't know.
Yo, there you
I
go,
don't think
Alfina.
anything's
Best of
happening
luck.
next weekend, so I should be here. If anything comes up, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, otherwise, I will see you then.
All right, get
Right
the fuck
on.
out of my
Later.
house.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeet.